are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Fort. You're live at the Horseshoe Cafe.
Absolutely.
It's Barnes, it's Tony, it's Matthew, and it's Michael. And it's week 16 on a Sunday. Games in action right now. How you fellas doing?
I'm doing great, dude. Stoked to be here. So freaking packed. Brian tells me that his headphones aren't working. I tested it 3 times. I even made sure he had the better cable and the better headphones. I don't know what's going on. Now he's pulling the cable. But it's great here, dude. It's super freaking packed. Christmas is upon us. It's cold.
Okay.
Brisk.
It's real
night.
Here we go.
At the Horseshoe.
We're back.
Brian's figured it out. Now, you think Brian will put his headphones on before the show, maybe?
It's artsy.
And then,
So they were fine, and then all of a sudden during the intro, it just happened.
all of a sudden, dude.
I'm surprised you're not wearing shorts, dude.
Dude, stop it, dude.
No,
I'm surprised he doesn't keep his jacket on, dude.
No, it was so much colder in the studio on Friday. Right now, it's a hot box in here right now.
Dude, so freaking packed, dude. I can't believe it. It really is sick. Everyone's coming here to see the show tonight.
Christmas.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Everyone's coming here
to the Horseshoe.
see the show,
Christmas.
Matthew.
Oh, of course.
Wow,
They're done.
and the
That's why
Vikings have
the town
taken the
is
lead.
here.
It looks like a
Minnesota.
long touchdown
See what
here
I
to
mean?
Justin Jefferson. So the Seattle
Who
had
else?
just scored a touchdown to go up 24-20, but now the Vikings take a 26-24 lead. As Tony would like me to say, extra point.
Pending.
There we go.
It's
It's like a 50-yard
crazy-
touchdown pass.
Crazy going back and forth here.
I guess 40, but
That is
still.
pretty wild.
There's some really good games on today in the 1 o'clock, especially.
Yes,
Great
tight.
games.
the Washington
Close,
game we were
close.
talking about
Yeah,
before,
yeah.
that was insane.
Wild endings.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
And it's crazy. We were talking about it before the show as well, just how San Francisco eliminated officially today
It's tough, dude.
from playoff
I can't
contention.
believe that.
I know.
Never would have thought that.
I don't think anyone would have bet that.
And how
Injuries.
the Bengals still alive
Failed.
for the run, potentially. And the extra point was good, by the way, Tony.
Yeah, dude, the Bengals was pretty crazy, too, because for a second, Burrow looked like, I think, he had a bad turnover, maybe third quarter,
Crazy.
second quarter, maybe, when it was a little bit of a closer game. And you thought maybe the Browns could pull something out. But obviously, I forget what record Burrow broke today, too. His first quarterback to do
Yes,
it
it was
ever.
3 touchdowns and 250 passing yards, 7 straight games.
Ridiculous, dude. 23 of 32 today. Super efficient, which is why he's been boasting some of the stats as a quarterback in the league, is Brian.
Well, he could play free now that his secret's out.
What's his secret?
Wait, who?
With the girlfriend and the
with Burrow, you
fiance.
mean.
Wait, is it out?
Yeah,
With the whole home
man.
invasion thing?
That's right.
I mean, why is she there, Tony?
She set him
No,
up.
but it was actually it's.
Wait, so did they break up or not?
Yeah, what's the deal? Dude?
Well, they haven't been seen with each other in months. Him and his
So
fiance.
they broke up, obviously.
And then now that came out, and now he's a little bit more free.
That's wild. Yeah, a lot less stressful for him. probably.
Yeah, hiding everything.
Michael, I feel like we have a couple comments here.
We do, Brian Barnaby. We have Matthew. Well, Michael Buck is saying, "Hey guys, let's go." Can you imagine Hurley on the sidelines together during a UConn game? Matthew Gabriel saying, "Let's go."
Yes.
We have Josh B saying, "Hell yeah." LFG, hashtag TCA, hashtag
Josh B.
Sportsport, hashtag DTV. Josh B adding, congrats on your fantasy win, Barnes. Did you beat him, Barnes?
It's still going on, so pending.
So he's
But I think I'm about a 75 to 80% favorite right now.
Beautiful,
So
beautiful.
he's trying to mush it.
No, he's not. Josh B is a genuine
No, he
guy.
is.
No,
He
it's
does
funny.
shit.
Because he texted me very early, and it's like, Josh, there's 20 minutes into the games, and he's like, congrats on the victory. I was like, no.
Yeah,
I know
so he's trying to-
you would
yeah.
tell me there's a lot of game left, so let's not switch that around.
Exactly.
What a little bitch.
We have Ernesto saying, "Yeah."
Ernie.
Hey,
Ernest.
buddies, Marco. He's
Classic.
saying brothers. He's saying Tony. We have one Mary Materiello saying,
Mary.
Good evening, fellas.
Hi,
Good
Mom.
evening.
Let's
Good
go,
evening.
Marco says, and then Mary adds in the Jets and Giants suck.
Hey, this time of year, that's what you need. It's all about next season. not
I
this
saw a
season.
stat that the Giants, the last time Giants, actually the Yankees and Mets have more wins than the Giants in the last
Really?
couple months.
Yeah, I saw that today as well.
Which are 0.
Yeah.
No, well, they have one.
No, but they've
Or
won
two.
more recently than
Yes,
the Giants.
exactly,
have.
Barnes. Yes,
Few
yes,
months.
yes.
You say. Okay, yeah.
As
Oh, I
Seattle
see what
is
you
looking
mean.
like
That's
they're
insane.
into
Isn't that
Minnesota
crazy, Matt?
territory
Yeah, that's
here,
insane.
so a chance to take the lead back. This has been an exciting game in the 4:00 window.
And you have some stock in Seattle, correct?
No, Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota.
Yes. D up.
Vikings, on the road here at Lumen Field.
Welcome to Lumen Field.
Lumen
It says
Field.
that right on the stands.
I have to say though, because the Vikings looked horrible. Not the Vikings, but the Seahawks looked horrible last week. So I'm surprised they're really giving Minnesota, which has been one of the best teams all season, a really tough fight here.
Minnesota.
Gino with pressure dropping back, and it looks like he's going to be sacked at the 45-yard line. So it looked like Van Ginkel was in on the sack there, the former Miami Dolphins. So it looks like he's going to be faced with 2nd and long.
Wasn't he on the lines also?
He might have been. I think you're thinking of Al Anzalone.
Or no, I'm thinking of,
Anzalone.
tight end from Hawkinson.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I think.
But isn't that kind of the story of Seattle this whole season? Kind of inconsistent.
Yeah.
They start off 3-game
Look
win
good, then they
streak.
don't look
Gino breaking records in Seattle the past couple seasons. Could be good. Follows up at 3-0 with 3 losses. They're 3-3 all of a sudden, and they're kind of just like been battling there. I feel like at that 8-6, wherever they're at. If they are 8-6, I don't remember.
They are
good
8-6.
weapons
They're
on
8-6.
offense, dude. They really have good
Oh,
weapons.
DK obviously, and
then,
again,
and Jigba, dude.
Exactly.
It looked
He's
like
sick.
that wasn't okay. No, that wasn't picked.
They
I thought it
had,
was picked
imagine
first.
if they had Darnold.
if they had Darnold.
Yeah, because Gino definitely I think holds them
that
back.
could be a thing. Watch this offseason.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
good call.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
All right. So we said it here first.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
Darnold
Josh.
to Seattle.
because I think Mike McDonald's a good coach, and then Smith and Jigba just went over 1,000 yards
Yep.
today.
And he'll have-
Tyler Lockett, I feel like just you don't see him get catches anymore.
Nah.
He used to be one of the best
Mike's
receivers in
done.
the league. Yeah, after
Yeah.
this year probably.
He's only had 2 targets this whole game. So
Yeah, they're not really
I think
looking for him.
it's- I think
3rd
it's
and
kinda
16,
over.
Gino dropping back, and that's complete. That's going to be well short of the first down marker. Looks like it would be about a 60-yard field goal here. So it'd be interesting to see what Coach Mike McDonald decides to do here.
what a great setup for Bryant, a 60-yard field goal.
They tried
dude.
at 65 today.
Oh, they did. Yeah, he chunked it.
Yeah, he missed it. Yeah, short. So we'll keep an eye on that. Looks like we're at the 2-minute warning.
This
we were talking about
the
that
2-minute
before.
warning.
The Jets chunked
First
it as well.
down, timeout. This is a 30-second timeout. And we're gonna
Are
say
you a referee, Sport? No, I don't think I was saying anything. What was I know. I just had. Tony
What are
said
you
somebody
saying?
chunked it, the 65-yarder. I just said
Yeah.
Jets also chunked it.
yeah, but it
So
was an
it's
extra
not-
point.
Obviously, it's not. No, that's right. It's not a
Yeah.
surprise.
And then also games in action here. The Raiders. So we know Kev on his feet just took the lead here at 19-14 and going for 2 right in front of us here. So let's see. O'Connell dropping back, rolling out. This looks like a disaster, and that's out of the back of the end zone. So we remain 19-14, 11:26 remaining there. Dolphins up at 19-17 over the Niners with the ball in San Francisco territory. We mentioned the
Magic, you're a
Niners
magician,
officially eliminated from playoff contention. The Dolphins still with a hope and a prayer to get in at 6-8, but obviously need this game.
Miami
Dolphins. So, it'd be interesting to see what happens there. And then the Bills were down 14-0 in Western New York, as Scott Hansen likes to say. But they have a 10-point lead with 8.5 remaining, backed up in their own territory in the fourth quarter.
You kind of figured that would happen, to be honest. I mean, first quarter they were scoreless. Even second quarter took them a little while to get the touchdown. But once they start rolling, I mean, not really surprised at how this outcome is I guess, unfolding here. As we have under 8 minutes to go in the fourth, Josh Allen drops back, avoids the sack, rifles one down the middle, caught by I don't know who, tight end.
Dawson Knox, who was
Knox,
the tight end before Dalton Kincaid got drafted last year.
They do love the Daltons.
Absolutely. So we'll
Dawson
keep an
or
eye. out on these results.
I had Dalton.
It's Dawson Knox, but Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah, I had Kincaid.
But Tony, I have to say, it's like just over an hour from now, the run can continue. The Falcons did win today, so this is a big game for the Bucks because the Falcons have that tiebreaker after sweeping the Bucks. But it's going to be 8:20 on NBC. The Cowboys hosting the Bucks. The Bucks 4-point road favorites. How excited are you for this game? Rico Dowdle,
dude.
Nervous about Rico Dowdle, kind of.
Of course, dude. I mean, we've seen the Bucks struggle up front in terms of defending
get the 60-yard
rush.
goal, by the way.
Are we
Want to
actually?
see it?
I got to turn around. I guess so. Yeah,
We'll go back to that point in a second.
Oh, Jimmy, what's up, dude? Seattle, let's go, dude.
What's up,
Michael
brother?
as well, dude.
60 yards to tie it.
Dude.
Will they do it? Michael! There he is.
There's Gino looking on from the sideline intently. Looks like the holder's ready to go. Here comes the snap, the hold, the kick. Has the distance. It's no good.
It is no good. It looks like what? Seattle has two timeouts, so not quite over, but a first down or two will give Minnesota, Tony, how crazy is this? Would give Minnesota their 13th victory of this season. Who would have thought that going into the year?
Ridiculous. I would not. It is kind of crazy. Look at this replay here. A little bit short, a little bit to the right. Could have even made it, honestly, but was far right here as the patrons of the bar shuffle in. And I got to say, I mean, in instances like this, you mentioned Minnesota 13th victory. I mean, a lot of it is because of Sam Darnold, but you got to tip your hat to Justin Jefferson as well.
Yeah, he's really caught fire last couple games.
I mean, 130, probably 40 yards, maybe.
Two touchdowns
today. And it's very interesting, too, because I feel like, I watched him on the Receiver show on Netflix before the season started.
Justin Jefferson?
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know if he really seems happy, with the scenario.
Well, he was Kirk Cousins' boy.
Yeah, dude, exactly. So it's like, I don't know. But then he just, talk about a guy who just, puts his head down, work is work, let's just get it done.
Yeah.
I'm the guy, and he's the guy. So you got to tip your hat. You got to appreciate that for Minnesota, dude.
But back to Dowdle, Baker, as Joey Greenwood checks in and says, hey, guys.
Thank you, Joey. What is up, dude? Great show this weekend. Great time at Main Street Tavern last night, 2 nights ago.
Yeah, he was shredded it.
He's on his way,
dude. On his way, dude, which is great.
He knows that.
Because Michael needs your help, Joey.
He's on his way.
Never.
But Rico Dowdle.
I mean, yes, like I was saying to Tampa Bay, struggling with the up front on the defense here in terms of defending the rush we've seen. And not for nothing, we've seen the Dallas Cowboys defense show up some games this year. You don't want Baker to get too slap happy, chunk a couple throws, turnovers. I mean, you got to keep it clean if you're Baker. Keep the emotions subsided, all right? So far, this run has been going for them at 8-6, but it does seem like this is like the most important game out of the last 4.
I feel good about it for him tonight. I feel like he's going to be locked in, dude. And I think he's going to, knows kind of what's on the line, like what you said, Tony.
I mean, not for nothing.
Baker's Tony's guy. He's been watching the underwear commercials.
Like, exactly, dude. He's locked in.
Man. Like, we're going to make it happen. No matter
you see, too, like, I mean, even against the Chargers, all of a sudden, you're like a 3rd and 8, and he's just taking off for the first down, like running hard. And because of that, you just see a team, backing him up, dude. It's going to be a great game.
Obviously, the playoff implications, dude.
And
play for here.
The Cowboys are going to play to win, too.
But I was going to say, do you think, though, it plays to their advantage that the Cowboys were officially eliminated earlier today?
I don't think so.
As Darnold takes a sack here, they're going to get 40 seconds off the play clock, but actually Seattle is going to get the ball back here with about a minute remaining.
They can easily win this game.
That was interesting how he just went. I don't know. That was not what they were hoping for. I can tell you that much.
What's the deal with Jimmy in the Seattle?
I don't know.
When did that happen?
I don't know.
Why?
I mean, he's also a Mets fan.
I think he's a Yankee fan.
No, I found a photo of him on Facebook of him in a full
can we ask him
Mets
about that?
outfit.
Yeah, we're gonna have to ask him.
Yeah, we'll
that's very fraudulent.
So you're anticipating, Tony, a tight game with the Bucks here, like maybe
honestly,
final possession type of scenario.
Yeah. I mean, again, maybe like a late 4th quarter, like Cooper Rush interception, or just again a big rush by the Bucks to kind of put them up 2 possessions, and then it's like a 28-21 or 28-17 game, something like that.
For the Bucks, they have some guys back. Like Mike Evans is back.
Mike Evans, but Godwin's out for the year.
Yes, which is tough.
Yeah.
I know that's a punch.
Is the running back?
Yeah, Irving and White.
Bucky
They
Irving.
have.
Yeah.
Irving and White have been killing it, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, very good job.
Defense has been stepping up. Levante David, Tony has been a big cog middle of the defense there.
100%.
Who the hell is their running back?
You're talking about Bucky Irving.
No, sorry, not the running back, the linebacker.
It's Levante David. You did this the other day.
I did do this the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you were also like that's their best linebacker, but I also think you were thinking about somebody on a different team as well.
Shaq Barrett.
No, he's not.
not.
He like tried to come back. He retired, and then the Dolphins didn't want him.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be an interesting game, and it's crazy to think, all the success that they've had, but if they lose this game with Atlanta getting the W today, they're going to be on the outside looking in terms of the playoffs.
Which is not good, and it's interesting. You talk about that Atlanta game. I mean, what a performance by Penix. I mean, exactly what we were saying.
Yeah.
Like, what a great way to get him a start in against the Giants. What they scored, 37, 34 points?
34-7 Atlanta, and Penix in his first start, 18 to 27, no touchdowns, one pick, but got the ball to his weapons. Drake London made some nice plays. Bijan Robinson
They got a good
had over
team,
100 yards from scrimmage and 2 touchdowns. Bijan, I'm telling you, is going to be the best running back in the league maybe next season. Like, he's that good. Start at Texas. I like this Atlanta team with Penix. I think because they went from like a team that you're like, I don't know, there just was not a good vibe there despite the win last week against the Raiders.
Yeah,
not at all.
It seems like they put him in at the right time.
Yeah.
Like, Kirk Cousins is done.
Cooked.
Yeah.
Like they're saying he most likely will get released.
The goose is cooked.
Yeah, take Penix.
The holiday ham.
Obviously, when they drafted him, remember everybody was like, "What the hell?"
And Geno Smith is intercepted,
and they knew what they were doing.
So that will seal the win here.
Here's Jimmy.
For
You can ask him.
Minnesota, a bad throw. Couple questions for you. Number one, because this is always my priority. We've had a lot of Yankee conversations. Supposedly, there's a photo circulating on Facebook of you in a full Mets uniform.
Tell him his father's Facebook. It's on your father's Facebook.
I don't know. He saw it.
He can't hear me, Barnes.
Oh, okay. Uniform.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is. It's a Mets hat and a Mets shirt on your dad's Facebook
On your
page.
dad's Facebook page, you're in a Mets hat and a Mets shirt.
Made
you wear it?
It's true though.
But what was like
I was
that?
5. I was 5 years old.
I don't care.
Or like 9, I think. 8. I don't know. One of those things.
Look pretty
I
recent.
had to ask that. But also, then, how did the whole Seattle fandom come about?
Well, they're like the first team I watched since I was a kid, so that's how.
Russ, like you grew up watching Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll, basically. Yeah.
Nice.
That's tight.
You asked him about that, by the way, that photo.
Very
Yeah.
annoyed.
I think we have someone else who wants to speak on the show.
what do we got
dude.
here?
I can't imagine.
The Big East basketball needs to be reformed. I think it's time we add 2 more teams to the conference. We add Dayton, we add Memphis. As we discussed earlier, I think we become the premier basketball conference in America. Providence basketball will become the place to be.
And I think you know what you do? You
Book
give
it right there, dude.
You give a
God bless America,
no, but you give a Godfather offer to the Godfather himself, Richard Pitino.
Oh,
That's
if you're Providence, go Friars.
Oh man,
That was wild.
But that was funny. Definitely popped, like we said.
Pretty coherent, though.
Coherent,
on it, yeah.
A coherent pop.
Which is a good pop.
Yeah,
it's nice to be
fine.
coherent and pop.
Yeah.
You don't want to be non-coherent.
And then exactly.
Then you're 2 pops.
You're just too pop.
But so Atlanta, with that win, goes to 8-7. Obviously, 2 games left. Big game next week, so it'll actually be next Sunday night. The matchup will be in Washington.
Jimmy's
That's gonna be a
texting his
good
dad
game.
now.
Michael Penix versus
Take that
James
photo, take that
Daniels.
photo down.
Why'd you do that to
What?
me?
No,
I said
sorry, we're
Jimmy's
making fun
probably
of Jimmy
taking
right now.
texting his dad right now.
The XLR.
Can you not
But,
hear anything?
No. I think you always set me up with the worst headphones today. Wow. No, I'm just messing with you.
Oh man.
Watch you say, dude, there's nothing wrong. Crystal clear.
Michael, it sounds perfect. Maybe you can higher his volume a little bit, but that's really about it.
Higher the volume.
What number?
3. Number 3. I mean, this is really perfect.
Wow. So,
I know they had a game
Falcons,
started,
Michael, good young team,
But
dude.
also, Michael,
It's-
I
they
hope
built-
you're going to be
they built
okay.
for the
No
draft,
UConn till New
and,
Year's Day, right? Yeah.
Yeah, solid team.
Yeah, some good wins, 2-0 conference play.
Yeah.
You talking to me? What do you got?
I was just kind of talking in general. No, I was just going back to Atlanta for a second because they really do have a good young team.
They
I
do,
know,
Matt.
I know we got deviated to the fucking
NBA.
Big East or whatever.
Yeah,
so
dude, fuck
that's
not up in here, Michael.
back to what we were actually
Dude,
Dude,
of course,
Bijan Robinson is a very great
So
running
what do you
back.
think the movement is that like triggers it? We're good.
could be anything.
But you don't think because I was saying this before, you're kind of making fun of me when I was
Drake
saying
London.
the Sunday night football game, the Commanders Falcons. What was that all about?
Oh, I'm sorry. No. We were making fun of Jimmy. That's what it was.
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
But good game. No, I think that's going to be.
It's Commanders and who? I'm sorry.
Falcons.
Oh,
So
Falcons.
two rookie quarterbacks going head to head here.
Yes, I would anticipate it. And oh, that's right, dude. Yeah, it's his first true test here for Michael Penix. And it's interesting. Last 3 games they have because it's Giants and then it's Washington and then it's
Panthers. So that's why this game tonight with the Bucks is so big. That might cost them the playoffs if they don't win tonight.
Yeah, you're right. Dude. I wonder who do the Bucks have the last game.
I know. I feel like we always look at this, but then you just forget because you're looking at other stuff.
Well, I would imagine that is it the Saints? No, would it be the Saints? Would they make it divisional? Atlanta plays.
Josh B saying blacked out popped.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, dude, this is what you want to be. Like, you want to be blacked out, popped.
And now you're
so the Bucks remaining 2 are the Panthers and the Saints. So you would think they can win those, but it's just the only thing that's just tough is if you have the same record, Falcons get it. So that's why again you really have to win out here, and that was the whole start of the run. That's why we said it in the first place.
Damn, dude, that's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, they better figure it out, dude. They got to win tonight. I mean, not for nothing, too. It's the Cowboys. You said it to eliminate from playoff contention. I understand they'll probably still come in here and try to win, because it's not like, not for nothing, it's not like they're going to be getting the first overall draft pick or anything. So I don't know. I guess they're going to see what they have, but again, I think pound for pound team. I mean, they have a better roster at Tampa Bay, so.
Yeah. No, absolutely. So that's going to be a great game. Can't wait to watch it.
And the Giants are just god awful.
Oh yeah, but supposedly Mara is going to keep the GM and the coach, but
dude,
I think it's a mistake. But I guess the whole thing is they're saying he didn't get to pick a quarterback, Dable or Shane, to like groom. But what do you guys think? You think that's a mistake? Seems like the team's kind of quit. I mean, I know they don't have talent.
I mean, honestly, it might be just because it's been so bad.
Yeah, it's a mistake.
Last year, so it's like one of those things where I understand that both sides. He didn't pick their own guy and all that, but I mean, I don't know, dude. It's been too bad. I think you're kind of past that.
Clean house. I think just get rid of everyone
it just sucks too bad.
Yeah.
They're like there's no signs of life.
I suppose if you wanted to maybe try it.
But the thing is, because then it's everything gets the time clock gets all messed up. If they're bad again next year, then you fire the guys, but then you have guys that again didn't pick them coming in.
Yeah.
So you like everyone to be on the
which
same.
is like literally the same thing you did.
Yes.
Already.
Exactly.
So like, why would you?
You have to break the cycle.
Exactly. Break the cycle.
And you know who did that cycle was the Bears when they kept Eberflus going into the year. Obviously fired him midseason. They lose by 17 to the Lions in Chicago today. So the Lions now 13-2. Goff with a great game, 336
Patriot
scores. And Gibbs, 23 for 109 and a touchdown. So, carrying the load with Montgomery out for the year. And then Jameson Williams, 5 for 143 and a score. So picking up, right on the right foot here, especially after the loss last week for Detroit.
I mean, coming into this week, everyone was saying Montgomery, big loss.
Montgomery.
Kind of ridiculous. I mean, I guess you would say there's no better replacement, for the Jahmyr Gibbs. Clearly, the guy's been killing it all year. Definitely stepped up this game, which is exactly what you needed. And Goff did what Goff does. I mean, 23 of 32, efficient, 336, no interceptions, dude. And then it's just like, he's hitting those same receivers he's been. Laporta. Don't tell me. I'm on Ross St. Brown, dude.
And then
Williams, you mentioned. And I mean, it's just especially in games like this, too. I mean, they scored 13 in the first quarter. They got 27 points in the first half. And then you start to see Dan Campbell and who's their OC?
Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson get a little creative. I don't know if you saw this play, but they faked the fumble.
Yes, did you see that?
Yeah.
Mike, did you see it?
No.
Dude, literally so cool. Goff under center. Ball is snapped. He makes believe he drops it. And even they get Jahmyr Gibbs to like fake fall on the ball and roll away. All of a sudden, Laporta wide open downfield, bang, touchdown.
That's
And
sick.
like so
Well,
fucking.
you know,
could never.
You know how they
Never.
really sold it is because I was maybe a couple weeks ago. Remember they had that 4th down
Where
and
he did
Goff
from the
slipped.
knee. Yeah,
So it was like the
dude.
same type of
Literally
thing.
the same type of thing. Even the announcers
Dude, they're
were like,
so innovative.
Oh.
They're gonna win the Super Bowl on that alone.
literally
Hopefully.
so crazy, dude. I will say though,
Having
tough, they're
all
so
those-
injured.
Having all those plays in your playbook,
Yeah.
and like tools in your toolbox.
I just need to interrupt this for 1 sec.
Classic.
Special shout out, my parents, my sister Stacy, her husband Michael, watching, and my 2 nephews, Dominic and Patrick.
Wow.
Gonna see them tomorrow. They
Let's
just
go,
came in from
dude.
Massachusetts today from Christmas.
That's
So
awesome.
so excited that they're
They came
watching
from
today,
Christmas?
and can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. That's gonna be great.
yeah, it's gonna be awesome,
dude.
dude. That's gonna be a nice time.
That is.
for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
Where are your parents?
Yeah, at my parents' house. Yeah.
Wow.
So always good to catch up with
And then
them.
it's Christmas
And
Eve.
you know, it's funny, Tony. It seems like we've had this theme recently with obviously it's with Baker, but then other teams have jumped on it.
Right.
We were talking about it before. The Bengals run is alive here. Burrow 252, 3 scores.
He's tight.
24-6. You're tight about Burrow. Let's hear it.
It's another Mahomes situation.
No. First of all, stop it. Don't put fucking false accusations, spread rumors on the internet about me, dude. Listen, I'm a Burrow fan. I think it's a waste of talent, honestly. With the Bengals at 7-8, clearly just doesn't have necessary pieces in terms of offensive line, defense, whatnot. But like you said, the run is there. The Burrow, the stats, the record-breaking season for sure. It's great, dude. I mean, not for nothing. I mean, you have Jamar Chase, who seems like almost every.
It's sick they've played together since college. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
exactly.
awesome. Won a
Like,
national championship.
that
as well.
story is amazing.
Burrow
And the
had
fact
an
that he
insane day
continues.
Yeah, he did.
He does that every fucking
Wow.
week. It really is crazy how, like, under the microscope, his season has gone. At least I would suppose from like layman, viewers to the NFL. Just because their record sucks. The Bengals are 7-8, off to a
Yeah,
terrible
that's
start
it.
to the year, so they're written off. Literally
Yep.
0-3.
Joey Greenwood's
Whatever
here.
it was,
Joey Greenwood in the
12%
building.
to make the playoffs
Yes.
after the 0-3 start. But it's just, I mean, not for nothing. These guys have been grinding it out.
Yes.
So yes, it is a run situation, but I mean, I don't know, man. I just think, what's up, Joe? Good to see you, man.
It's good, man.
The classic fumble the handshake.
So, and it's really going to be what's really going to decide it next 2 weeks, Tony. They are home against Denver. Denver would be the team they're chasing down.
Right.
And then they finish in Pittsburgh. So, not going to be easy, but with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, you have a chance, no matter who you're playing.
I would like to
Literally.
think that
Yep.
they do take care of business against Denver.
Yeah.
Um,
If Pittsburgh
That'll
might
be
not
a
have something to play
tight
for.
game,
Yeah.
tighter game than
That
It
would
will
be
be
good.
tight. It will be tight, but I think their offense will overwhelm.
I
them.
think so too. I think Bo Nix doesn't really have the cojones
Not yet.
right now
Yeah.
to be able to score 34 points. I think that's
No.
what they're going to have to score, 34 points to win that game.
Yeah. And,
Um,
Burrow every game like today, 23-30, 252, 3 scores. I mean, it's just he's a machine
Yeah.
with that.
There's an absolute lock for that, dude.
And a little update here. So the
Golly.
Dolphins have taken the lead back here. Niners driving
I can't
on their own
believe
47,
their record.
22-17. Dolphins leading. You're saying the Niners record?
Dolphins.
Oh, the Dolphins
With
record.
everything going on all year, they're still in the hunt.
Yeah. No, I mean, they definitely could have had
There was
a
even
completely
chirpings
different
about what's his
season.
name losing the locker room.
McDaniel,
Yeah.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Which I think
way.
though we are at a point though with him because this year is obviously not going to end well.
Yeah.
Right.
Where next year, if
Obviously.
it does like fall apart, he actually could lose his job. Then I would say that because there's a lot of talent on this team. They're playing,
Yeah.
paying Tyreek Hill a lot of money,
Yeah.
Jalen Waddle, Tua. So I mean, there's a lot at stake here for Miami.
Yeah, but do you really think that he would be someone to blame?
That injury fucked
but
them.
you know what it is? It's you just have a short window with these guys, so it does. You need to see it or you don't, and I think that's what it is. Especially Miami because they've struggled to make the playoffs, win playoff games. So
Yeah.
there's a little impatience there with owner Stephen Ross.
I mean, not for nothing, second game
Matt's
of the
boy.
year. It was the
Yeah.
second game of the year, right? When Tua went down against the Bills.
Yeah.
Because then they had 4 weeks without him, right?
Right.
And 3 of those 4 games, they're losing. Tua comes back against the Bills. They lose by a field goal. Like, I mean, can you really hold McDaniels accountable for that? I mean, you have a quarterback who just can't fucking stay healthy,
Yeah. No, you're right.
So, I mean, I don't know. And I feel
And
like
he still doesn't want to slide. Have you last
Yeah.
game we
yeah,
watched?
he's
Yeah.
a fucking
Yeah.
idiot about
I don't
it.
think he
Crazy.
knows how.
And not for
I
nothing,
mean,
it's
come
like
on.
For some reason. don't know how that could be.
I know,
right?
it's
I don't
wild.
get that.
It really is. But I don't know. I mean, listen, if they want to fire McDaniels, I mean, that's fine. I feel like, Jets go pick him up, dude. Like, let's go.
The Patriots get the pass interference call in
There's
the
the flag.
end zone, so it's going to be first and goal. They're down 10 though, a minute 50. So
I think
probably
my cousin.
well, actually, no, they have 3 timeouts, so they could just stop them. Your
I
cousin's
think,
at the
my
game.
cousin's
I was in
refereeing
the middle of what
No,
I'm
no,
saying,
because
so
I was-
you interrupted me,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah,
My
no, I
cousin
did.
threw that flag on the field.
No, I was gonna say Justin, my cousin, I brought to the studio.
Oh, he's there?
Yeah,
Oh, that's sick.
That's sick, dude.
That's a good game to be at.
Yeah,
said everybody's home.
Is it in? Oh, it's in Buffalo.
it is in
Yeah.
Buffalo.
Yes, yes.
I love
Western New
Buffalo,
York,
dude.
Michael.
Nice.
I do want to go to Buffalo. I'm not even fucking lying, dude.
No, yeah.
Yeah, no, we're gonna go definitely. The Sabres, Bills, like we're gonna go to 2 games while we're there.
It's actually
Definitely.
funny you say that because Aaron Sutch went to Dallas this weekend.
Oh, Aaron Sutch must be in shambles right now with the Rangers, huh?
Yeah, no, he is. He's also a Cowboys fan too. So
Wow,
Ooh, that's
a tough
yeah.
combo.
Yeah, it is tough, dude. But I'm sure he's having a great time. He did witness the Rangers win, and then I guess Cowboys tonight. So that's kind of cool.
And the Jags, under 2 minutes here, looking to take the lead and win this game. 2 timeouts, clock running. We'll keep an eye out there. How about the Colts staying alive, Tony? 38-30 over Tennessee. Jonathan Taylor had 2 70-yard touchdown runs, 3 touchdowns overall, 218 yards. Richardson only threw for 131, but they win 7-8. So kind of the same scenario as the Bengals, hanging on by a thread. They're another team where it's like you see pieces, but
Yeah.
you just need someone to put them together. And I still think Richardson is not the answer.
I agree with that. I mean, not for nothing. I mean, you look at the score here, okay? Because you could see the score. I mean, wow, 38-30. That's kind of a good game for Richardson, but look at his stats, not great. And the fact that this
Not
team,
good.
Michael, led at one point 31 to nothing.
No.
They led 31, or they led 31-7 maybe, 31-7. And then they almost fucking blow it against the Titans. Like the Titans had to make it a game, and they did.
Yeah.
And it was just the Colts,
Which is crazy.
like, not showing up for certain plays. Like Brian was saying a few moments ago, Richardson is not it, and this team, although at 7-8, could be in a position to be like, isn't going to be going anywhere because they just really don't have anything other than Jonathan Taylor. And not for nothing, dude. Like their receiving core. I mean, Michael Pittman
Is good. He's good.
he is good. Dude.
Yeah.
Alec Pierce could be good too, but he doesn't get the ball.
I was just saying, like, Michael Pittman is good. 3 targets for 2 receptions today. I mean, Richardson does not throw the ball that much. And I understand you have Jonathan Taylor, which is great, but you're not going to go anywhere this season for it, dude. You're not going anywhere, Brian.
Right.
And like you said, I don't think Richardson at this point. I understand he struggled with some injury. We had some backup problems for Indianapolis. But Richardson does not seem like that quarterback that's developing into the I can take command of this game.
No.
Because like I was saying before, dude, they had a significant lead coming in the second half. It was
Yeah.
it was 24-7 at halftime.
Yeah.
All right, at one point they led even more than that. So it's like, against the Titans, Mason Rudolph,
Yeah.
like you letting him come back in the second half of this game, like
But the Colts, that's another Darnold spot potentially.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to go there if I was him.
I don't
Dude,
know.
it's
With Jonathan
functional.
Taylor, with Pittman, and then Mitchell, the rookie wide receiver, he could be good. There's playmakers there for
And
them.
then
Yeah, but like,
they're
what about
gonna-
the
yeah,
rest of
then
the team, though?
they'll
Like,
bench-
how's the
they'll bench,
O-line? How's the defense?
I mean,
I
when
don't
the
know,
running back's
dude.
running for that many yards, the O
Would
line
they
can't be
trade
that bad.
Richardson then?
Yeah, but it's the Titans.
Yeah, but he's not going to get anything good for him. You know
It's-
what I mean? Or you
I
could
know.
also just bench him, have him be the backup, and
Yeah.
but I don't know. I know what you mean. It is the Titans, but I'm telling you, there are pieces there. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. And if they keep Shane
Yeah.
Steichen,
Not
as the head
everybody can
coach
be
as
an
well.
enigma like Aaron
The
Rodgers.
Titans, are a complete mess at 3-12.
Gone. Dumpster
It'd be
fire.
interesting if they fire Brian Callahan.
I would.
He was so tight the other
Hire
day. I
Mike
don't know if you
Vrabel
heard
again.
that
Like,
clip.
what the hell?
Yeah.
They should never got rid of
first
him.
year head coach, but yeah, I don't know. It just
Yeah, no sense.
things have not looked good, and it just like what is the future direction for the Tennessee Titans?
Right.
It doesn't seem like there is one. And Derrick Henry, they didn't have to probably pay him that much. He still could have been there.
Mr. Hendry.
But he's not.
Maybe Hendry wanted to go though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that
I
might have
would.
been- yeah.
I want to go right
I mean,
now.
Well, we only got like another half hour, so just hold it.
But regardless, yeah, I mean, the Colts have some serious thinking to do. And it's kind of wild, too, because with Vrabel, like, they didn't have bad seasons necessarily. You know?
They were very boring to watch other than Henry. Like, I feel like they didn't have the right quarterback.
Never.
Mariota didn't live up to the
Tannehill,
hype.
like,
Tannehill,
give me a break,
not the
dude.
right guy.
Dude,
And even
Mariota
with Tannehill, they
sucks.
made it to the AFC Championship.
Yeah,
It
he
was
does.
crazy.
Ryan Tannehill, he's not bad. But Mariota was a fucking bust and a half.
And it's interesting, though, the Colts, Giants, and Jags to finish out, they technically, if they got help, could still get in.
Yes.
The Colts?
Yeah, Giants, Jags, they probably beat them. Definitely going to beat the Giants. I mean, the Jags, I guess, who knows? But Jags are about to lose to the Raiders. And by the way, Dolphins iced it on a 8-chain rushing touchdown, 29-17, a minute left.
Golly. It's so funny with Tannehill. I always have feel like a direct connection with him. Because when I was working there, that's when he got hurt. With the Dolphins.
No way,
And they
dude.
brought in Jay Cutler.
Wow.
And
Out of
everybody,
retirement.
And everybody calls. They wanted their money back for this season.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
That's so funny.
I honestly always really kind of like Tannehill.
Yeah, you would.
I don't know. I mean,
They had a good arm.
Nice.
No,
Yeah,
but
he sucks.
he didn't live up to the billing as a top 10 draft pick.
Sucks.
No.
Ass.
No,
It's hard to, dude.
not tonight.
It's hard to sit here and smell some wings, dude.
Yeah,
no, no buffalo wings right now, right?
What about a Sicilian,
Dude,
dude?
the wangs last night were great.
Dude, the wings were
Yeah,
so
Remos.
Remos.
Yes.
Rimos.
They do make a good product. Like,
Always,
all around.
On
always.
the field and off the field.
The hot oil was good.
Yes.
But I will say,
Sally's was really good.
Sally's, I think, tasted
Sally's,
the best.
though, I
Did,
feel like, dude,
did.
just give me a
was
little more
pleased.
cheese. I don't know if they're on a tight budget or what.
No, I think you're shot on that one. I love that one.
I think
No, but I'm
Beverly's.
saying it's
I really
not,
like
the,
it
the
too.
taste of it is good, but I'm saying I could use a little more cheese. It's like the sauce, like, it
Remos,
overwhelms it.
Remos is really
Yeah,
good too.
the Remos is really good. It was a little cold. I don't know if
Brian.
Brian picked up like 4 in the afternoon or something and had it sitting in the car. I don't know, dude.
No, we got it on the way.
Yeah, we got it on the way to the court, yeah.
So did I.
And
dude.
had the heat on, so.
Yeah, well, I had
You're a little-
Sally's
you were a
was
little bit
fresh and
closer.
hot, dude.
No, you probably
no,
had all
it was
the
still really good,
windows
too.
open in the room, and that probably cooled down the pizza.
Michael.
Michael.
No, because they were controlling. It doesn't even matter anymore, dude. But
It's
I
all
will
eaten
say,
and it was all good.
it was all fucking
Yeah, the
so good,
the
dude.
spread
Oh,
was to die for.
Yes,
dude.
absolutely.
But I was gonna say too. I mean, for me personally, my favorite place on
Fucking
Staten
guy keeps
Island,
opening the door.
Joe
I
and
know.
Pat's,
Nice box.
does have less cheese
Ridiculous.
and more
Stay in the
sauce.
fucking-
So that's just kind
Okay,
of like what I enjoy. I'm speaking, Michael. And I will say, like Sally's sauce was fucking like I can have a
No,
cup
it's a
of
good
it.
sauce,
drink
but it's just like I don't need it to be overwhelmed with sauce. That's what I'm saying. Not that it's bad, but
It
I'm
was
saying I think
banging.
it could be
It was
better.
banging.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
No, Remos obviously too, but just for me, personal preference is not the hot Earl. Dude.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah, you were
upset with
freaking
the
out,
fucking
dude.
hot
You were
Earl.
freaking
dude.
out.
I don't get.
Hot
I
Earl,
don't get
dude.
the whole. It's so sick.
yeah. I don't know what it
Delicious,
is. I can't
delicious,
explain it, but
spicy,
it is.
good.
It
Yeah,
is sick.
Especially when you get not for nothing. Sometimes a naked pizza,
Over-fucking
you know, it
rated,
adds a
dude.
little flavor, the heat.
Did
What does
you
Connecticut have to do with it?
did you catch Tony
This is bland.
the Jets game?
Just kidding. Yes.
Yes. Rams, nothing spectacular other than Kyron Williams. I'm sure you're thinking of me when he's busting
Yes.
runs left and right.
Absolutely.
But 9 and
dude.
6 and seem to be in the driver's seat there in the NFC West. Now, virtue of that Seattle loss as well.
Yes, I would say for the Rams in terms of their run, again, another team that was kind of counted out. But also in the back of your head, you're saying to yourself, like last year, it was the same deal where they started out. I think maybe even last year they were 0-3 to start the year.
Yeah.
Tremendous second half, and up making the playoffs. Obviously, we know about the game against Detroit.
What was the year that they started off sick and then they collapsed? They were like 7-3 or something. And then they didn't make it.
I think
that was last year or 2 years ago.
No, it wasn't last year. Maybe it was 2
No,
years
that was
ago.
with that
You know
was
what I mean?
longer. That was with Goff. Now it's
Really?
Stafford. Yeah, because
Oh.
they won the
They
Super Bowl
showed
his
that-
first year.
they showed a
Then they went
graphic of
5
that.
and 12 the following year, and then last year they made the comeback. So it was with Goff you're thinking
Oh.
about. Yeah.
Because they showed the graphic on the
Yeah.
on the game today. What's the
Tony's
problem?
tight.
I think you're having too much of that hot oil, dude.
You got hot oil IV, dude.
I
But
think
yeah,
they're
the
a
Jets
dangerous
fucking
team.
blew it, dude. I don't know, man. The Rams, I mean, yes, they are, I suppose.
6 losses this year of under 3 or less, Tony? what was
For
that
the
stat?
Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah. 6 losses by 3
But if the
points
Jets
or
didn't
less,
blow,
dude.
they need to lose at this point. I mean, the
No.
season's over. So.
Well, I mean, the Jets kind of did blow it, though. I
Yeah.
mean, it was clear that Rodgers was trying to win.
right.
And, a few miscues on offense between him and Adams, a few miscues on special teams. We know a muff punt.
Mixed extra points.
Missed extra point is what extra point pending, dude. And then it was like, you're watching this game, and it's still the same old nonsense. It's like, dude, they had back-to-back plays where they had an ineligible receiver downfield, and it's a fucking lineman who's just down there, like 10 yards down there. And it's like, what are you doing, dude?
And listen, I've said it many times. They're just not buttoned up. That's
They're
the
not
problem. You
buttoned
need a coach there. And the problem is they're playing just good enough, or Rodgers looks just good enough, where Woody, like we've been saying, is too excited. And
He's got a Woody for him.
He's thinking about the Madden rating for the team next year.
Yes,
it is very. I mean, he is going to come back. He's going to play. You might as well just ride this out. At this point.
Just,
you're fucking paying him.
But I am guaranteeing, though,
There's
that
not a better option.
they're going to ride it out. If they do ride it out, they're not making the playoffs.
Whatever,
Guaranteed.
dude. Well, who gives a fuck?
Well, that's not what Jay said.
Jay thinks they're making it. I think they'll make it with a good head coach, but I don't know who that is. That's the thing.
But there isn't going to be one.
I
That's
know.
the problem.
That's
Hackett is going to be
and
named
dude,
the
who's
coach.
the guy they were?
Dude,
No, who's the?
please,
Stop
no.
it! I'll fucking cry.
I really will.
Who's the guy they were talking about on 98 or 880?
I'm not sure.
Vrabel.
Oh, Mike Vrabel. Yeah, but
I don't need another defensive coordinator.
I feel like he's going to tackle Rodgers.
yeah, maybe, dude.
Yeah,
I fucking want to finish watching Enigma today.
Yeah, dude. Right?
Me and Jay finished watching. We were laughing our asses off.
It's so
dude.
comical.
But see, now are you kind of
so
nauseated?
bad.
It's so bad, dude. He's like, this could be my last season,
Or it couldn't be.
but it may not be. And I'm
He's
like,
such an
you're a
idiot.
fucking asshole, dude. And you
Yeah.
probably have like a venereal disease.
I told you I only watched the first episode, and
Yeah.
I was like, "This sucks."
This sucks.
So, dude, Matt, watch it all. It's just
Maybe I'll watch one tonight.
the second episode is
Dude.
him doing ayahuasca and shit.
He literally is on an island of himself. What do you do with the cable?
Tony's
do
tight.
you like
You
twist
rig
it or
so
no?
that
I
there's
don't
a
rig
problem.
it.
Michael,
I swear to God, you come over here, put the headphones on, and it works perfectly,
Michael,
dude.
don't you think he rigs it just so I get all like worked up about it?
I
I
don't
wish I
think
did.
so.
I wish I did.
He wants it to be the most pleasant experience for you.
No, I know. I'm just giving him a tough time.
This will not be pleasant.
Yeah. So the Rams go to 9-6.
Oh!
Jets,
Oh, sorry, this is
4 and
good.
11. Last
This is
two for the
exciting.
Rams is going to be the Cardinals and the Seahawks. Cards
Okay,
were
man.
eliminated today. The overtime loss to the Panthers. They're another team. It's like with the Cardinals.
Joe.
What direction are they going?
yeah.
Can they grow with Kyler Murray? It's an interesting
I don't
They
think they
can't.
can.
I don't think they can,
I don't think
dude.
they can.
He's done.
Dude, there was one
Yeah,
play today where he was like 5 yards past the line of scrimmage,
Yeah,
and he
he
ended
threw
up
it.
throwing it
Yeah.
anyway.
He's an idiot.
And it's like, dude, by the way,
Selfish.
Bills here, 4th and 1, need this 24-21 right now. Bills have by 3. 10 seconds in the fourth quarter. Maybe they're going for an offside. Oh, the
They
little
are
push,
going for it,
push.
and he did
He
get
does
it.
get it. It's
That will
Allen.
ice this victory for the Bills.
It doesn't even matter.
And
Clock's gonna run out.
you know they
Fighting for the
12
ball here.
wins on the season
done.
now. As the Patriots fall to 3-12. I wouldn't be surprised if the Cardinals consider trading Murray in the offseason.
He doesn't study film or
Yeah, he
anything.
plays Fortnite.
It's
He's
crazy.
he's like Johnny Manziel, just a little more buttoned up.
Yeah,
So-
exactly, Matt. Good call.
What do you think? Goes Steelers pick him up?
No,
What?
I think they're
Get the
gonna
fudge
stick
outta
with
here.
Russ.
Yeah, they'll ride Russ.
Yeah.
They're gonna ride Russ.
Yeah, exactly. They are.
Yeah.
Tomlin is.
Searching
And
for
they,
it.
and they
Michael.
have Justin
Giants.
Fields. Though,
What about the
bro.
Giants, huh?
Tony.
Like
That's
the
Shador.
rookie-
They're gonna get
rookie
Shador.
said.
They have Justin Fields. Remember,
Yeah, I know,
waiting
but
in
No,
the-
I can tell you the Giants, I feel like are not going to get Shador.
I
'Cause
don't buy
I
it.
think
No,
the
it's a joke. It
owner
would be
does
a
not
joke.
want the gimmick
No way,
with
dude.
Dion and
Yeah, I
all
don't want
that
to.
stuff.
Listen, I don't want to talk to your father. All right,
Yeah.
get out of here.
He's not going to want to have to deal with that.
He
You know what?
has sense.
You know what is interesting though? Bryce Young seems to be getting better.
He does.
Yeah, he does. He's been playing better and better each week. Tony.
We're not talking to Juan Soto again,
we
dude.
can't talk.
No, not right now,
Yeah, we
Jimmy.
can't do
Brian
it.
can
Yeah.
talk about it.
But all I can
Alright.
say is we're good. Don't worry about it, bud. But the Panthers, it's kind of interesting. Baker's mentor there, Dave Canales, head coach, 4th win of the year today. Bryce Young seems to be getting better, 2 touchdowns. And Chuba Hubbard, one of the most underrated running backs in the league, over 1,000 yards this season already. Did get the big extension, 152 and 2 touchdowns. I think they're headed in the right direction, honestly. Bryce Young, big year for him next year, though.
I gotta say, Michael Buckley, you can quote me on this one. I was always a Bryce Young fan. He was written off way too early.
Heisman winner, number 1
Heisman
round pick.
thrown into this shit organization of the Panthers,
Yes.
forced to be the starter.
Head coach fired rookie year midway.
Exactly, dude. Went through the ringer with it, written off early on for no reason, I think, at all. So I'm all for his improvement, and like you said, I think he, like as an individual, is headed in the right direction. You can see some of the decisions he's making on the field are quicker, and also the right decisions in terms of throwing it away, maybe running out of the pocket, scrambling, running on his own sort of deal. I think Bryce Young could be a great quarterback here for the Panthers, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see as they try to continue to build that team there. Speaking of building a team, the turnaround for Washington continues. They beat the Eagles 36-33, scoring with 6 seconds left. Jaden Daniels, his 5th touchdown pass of the game to Jamison Crowder, the former Jet great. And they get the 2-point conversion from McNichols. I mean, it's really unbelievable, and especially he went through that little slide in the middle of the year, kind of banged up with a rib injury.
Yes.
But he is a star, and it's amazing the job that him and head coach Dan Quinn have done in turning around this football team.
Yeah, this guy, I think, has proven this year he could be a franchise quarterback.
Who's this? Sorry,
Jaden Daniels.
Oh, yeah,
Mr. Chips.
Another
dude.
Heisman winner.
Yes, another Heisman winner. And you really love to see that, I guess, for him, for Washington. Pretty crazy organization if you think about their, I guess, just how their season's been going.
Up and down, but the past 10 years, let's say.
Ridiculous, exactly. The past decade.
Dude.
As I look at Sabrina Carpenter, she's going to be on Conan tonight, by the way.
I'm working late.
Who's that? Sabrina Carpenter.
She's
It's Michael's crush.
No,
Singer?
he's not.
Singer?
Valentine's Day, dude.
Right? She's not my crush. She's just one of the girls that are out that actually dresses nicely.
I watched her Tiny Death's concert.
That was good.
Dude, it was amazing. She really is a class act.
She is.
But you never know, dude.
She doesn't need a guy like Barry Killingmore or whatever his name is.
She's Michael Theodore.
I wish she wouldn't see me.
She wouldn't see me anyway.
I'm invisible, dude.
What's that, man?
Michael would just recede into the night. But yeah, dude, you're hyped for the Commanders. It sucks for the Eagles at that point, though. I mean, obviously the buck there stopped with Jalen Hurts.
Concussion, though, he'll be back. They could have him sit the rest of the year. They have 12 wins. I mean, they're going to be one of the top seeds in the AFC. They're just not going to have home field advantage.
Absolutely, but still, I mean, I think that's, in my opinion. I mean, if Hurts didn't get hurt, I mean, they win this game. So.
Right,
Exactly.
exactly.
But you're happy for the Commanders. Another year for them, I guess, to figure it out.
Damn, Hurts got hurt.
Yeah,
concussion. Head injury.
At least
left
it's not
the game
like
early. I only had 4 points for our fantasy team. Like, that sucked. Yeah,
Selfish.
He's selfish.
he should have stayed in.
Yeah, dude. But I mean, again, they'll be fine. Commanders, we'll see at this point. Because obviously they're going to get a wild card, and I guess we'll play, I don't even know who.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take a look here at the updated playoff positioning.
They're in the 7th spot here, so they would play
the 2 seed.
Do they play the Eagles?
Okay. Yeah, and it looks like the Eagles will probably be the 2 seed because the Rams are 3 games back here, so that's not even possible for them to catch. So they're locked in, so that's why Hurts could just sit the next 2 weeks. Doesn't matter.
You love that for them.
But the Commanders could potentially move up to the 6th seed depending on what the Packers do. But again, the Packers are playing the Saints tomorrow and are a double-digit favorite, so you'd expect them to take care of business.
Who's the backup for Philly?
It actually is Kenny Pickett, the former Steeler quarterback.
Wow.
He was looking fucking scared.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. Yeah, he's not a starting quarterback.
Yeah, no, dude.
Oh, God.
And definitely, talk about, not having any expectation of going in, you know?
Yes.
I didn't prep all week.
I will say, though, I mean, Eagles-Commanders playoff matchup, I mean.
Commanders could definitely do it. Could do it, absolutely. Honestly, if right now, right today, I would say the Commanders get the job done, honestly. After
today, without Jalen Hurts?
No, with Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
I just think there's a belief in that football team, and that can carry you in the playoffs.
No, I understand that. But I would say give me Eagles all day.
Barkley, obviously crazy.
And I think, whoever is that 6th seed, whether it be Packers, Commanders, they're going to beat the Rams. Rams out, Eagles in, go on.
And then you would have right now, especially if the Bucks win tonight, the Bucks playing the Vikings. What would be your guys' thoughts about that matchup, Bucks-Vikings?
Bucks-Vikings?
That's fucking tough, dude.
Man, I think the Vikings.
I feel like the Vikings would smoke.
Yeah, I don't know about. I think they'll win just because. I mean, we have to take a step back here. 13 wins for Minnesota. They've been beating everybody this year.
Yeah, dude. I feel like Minnesota would give it to them, honestly.
And I think Kevin O'Connell really maybe should be the coach of the year for what he's done to Sam Darnold's career.
Absolutely, dude. And Just to keep that again, to go back to Jefferson, Cousin was his guy.
Right.
Like you would imagine he would have like some type of role there with keeping Jefferson kind of even keeled, dialed in, has like some type of plan in place. He's got to be coach of the year. Absolutely.
Yeah, it seems
Just
like
like
it, dude.
football
Nobody
job.
expected this.
No, not at all.
one.
And especially because McCarthy goes down. He was supposed to be the starter. Like, it was a complete disaster.
Yep. I wonder what happens with him now. What do they do with him?
I just think the Vikings are not going to give Darnold a big
I don't
contract. I
think
think
so
they'll go to McCarthy.
Southport.
They drafted him for a reason. What do you think? You think they should keep him, Darnold, or you think they should go to McCarthy?
No, keep going.
Really? So
What did they draft McCarthy?
when?
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah. This is rookie year.
Yeah. So why not keep another year?
Well, you're gonna
Darnold.
have to give Darnold like probably 4 years and upwards of $160 million. Maybe you could get away with 130, 140.
Imagine if they won the Super Bowl hypothetically, how crazy.
With Darnold.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
And
how-
he came to the Jets next year after Rodgers
Like,
retired.
he's gonna be a free agent.
I always liked them.
Yeah, I know. He's gonna be a free agent. Yeah.
So like, I don't know. If you're the Vikings, how are you just gonna let him go? Like
I think it depends too what they do in the playoffs. Like obviously, if they're in the Super Bowl, then I think it becomes very difficult.
if they make it past the first round, I feel it'll be difficult.
Yeah.
Like
So he has thrived.
So I mean, I mean, how could you waste an
Tag and trade.
opportunity, dude?
You could tag and trade though.
Yeah,
That would be smart.
that would be smart of them to do that.
Yeah,
At least get some shit for
Because
him.
you want some return for that.
Yeah. Because you've developed
Yeah.
that, and that's an important asset.
Exactly. To let him walk, I think would be stupid. So you have to sign him or get some of the value back. And if you can, I think you're forced to re-sign him, even if it is like, I don't know, not for nothing. Let him start for 2 years. If you give him a 4-year contract, let him start for 2 years and then see what happens.
It's and that stuff always makes sense to me, but we see it. I mean, besides Jordan Love, teams just don't have
do
the
that.
patience to do that.
I know, it's
back
tough.
in the day they would do it, but
Right?
they can't do it anymore.
How long
No.
was Love behind Rodgers?
3 years?
3 years?
And
yeah.
Rodgers was behind Favre for 3
3 years.
Yeah.
So
3-3-3.
like 3 years.
Hackers know what they're doing. Everybody else.
What did you make of the games yesterday? First one of the day was Chiefs-Texans, 27-19.
Tony hated them.
Mahomes through the high ankle sprain there, 14-1, pretty much locking up the number 1 seed in the AFC.
Oh yeah, I mean, you'd never be surprised that Mahomes was starting. Michael was definitely
I was
surprised.
shocked.
He was calling Jay a liar and a piece of shit.
But Mahomes just wants to play.
I know,
That's
he's
what
a
it is.
baller.
Yeah.
Shot caller, Tony.
Yeah,
you don't
I mean,
understand that.
listen, I mean, he definitely, further is proving himself to be a Iron Man throughout
dog.
the NFL, an absolute dog. So was Stroud too. A couple picks, obviously. The Tank Dell injury sucks, dude.
Oh, that was scary.
He was, I mean,
CJ Stroud shaking
crying.
up. Yeah.
Dude. He was so upset. I mean, him and Tank Dell obviously have a great rapport together.
Yeah.
And a young quarterback like that with a young teammate, I mean, obviously to see that is great. But that is a loss that definitely shook him and the team for the entire game. And I don't know. I mean, another tough loss for the Texans for sure. If you're the Chiefs, I mean, I guess Kareem Hunt had a good game. Obviously, Mahomes played well.
Pacheco hasn't got going yet. Still,
Not
though.
at all, dude.
Yeah.
But what was his injury?
He had a broken fibula, I believe.
That's pretty fucking tough.
Pacheco earlier this
dude.
year.
Yeah, that's fucking that's tough to come back from. So, and if Kareem Hunt is running well, it's fine, And again, Mahomes seemed like he was mobile enough. Avoiding a lot of sacks. Only was sacked once. Even though there were times where the Texans had significant pressure on him. So it seemed like he wasn't really missing a step. And obviously their receiving core has been getting better. Xavier Worthy leading the team here with a touchdown reception, 65 yards through the air. Again, the Chiefs continue to be that team that just seems like they're taking, regardless of injuries to their quarterback or injuries around their roster or narratives, they just take every week just one game at a time, and they play the team who's in the field in front of them. And that is it, dude.
Yeah.
I think that you can really chalk up this great season, in my opinion, to Andy Reid. We know what a great coach he is, and I mean, I think that's just evident with we've seen the carousel of receivers for the past few years. To keep everyone competitive and on the same page. I mean, that's all Reid, I feel, heavy leadership. And Mahomes, obviously, but still, the coaching is
Yeah, the quarterback coach combination, second to none there. And it just seems like, if you give them the ball with a chance to win the game at the end of the game, it just seems like they do it every single time.
Exactly. You know, literally, like Reeds sets up the play, and it's Mahomes just coming in clutch for the big plays. So. I don't know if you're watching this 60 Minutes episode, but we got like the fucking
what is
the Riddler over here? Like,
I just saw it over your back head, dude. It's fucking hilarious.
All right.
That's so funny, dude.
But you feel bad for the Texans. They came into this year, expecting to take a step forward after the surprise season last year. But right now, if the season ended, and I know Baltimore can still win the division, but if it ended today, Houston would host Baltimore, and especially with these injuries at wide receiver, I think Baltimore beats them pretty good. They obviously had a 17-point win over Pittsburgh yesterday.
Yeah.
Lamar playing the best football of his career right now. Probably,
you
probably
really can't
right
argue
there
that.
with
Dude.
Allen
It's
for MVP.
crazy.
He's MVP, for sure.
He's
This
looking
is the
really
time.
good.
Now we have to see it in the playoffs, obviously.
Exactly.
I'm trying to think. Last year, did they lose to the Browns?
They did something dumb.
Who they play? The Ravens played the Browns.
The Ravens lost to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. They beat the Texans in the playoffs.
Oh, they did beat the Texans.
First round of the playoffs, yes.
Oh, okay. Interesting. But yeah, I mean, regardless, they're way better than last year. I mean, you can't really argue that.
Zay Flowers has over 1,000 yards this year.
It.
Mark Andrews' little rebound season as well.
Great. Yeah, actually, he's a really good tight end, Mark Andrews. But regardless here, I mean, they're just a better team, overall. So yeah, dude, like Lamar, like you said, I mean, by now we'd be seeing his decline normally, you know,
or injuries.
Exactly. Fourth quarter blow ups. Not seen that at all. Like they're dialed in over there.
Second in the league in passing yards, 37-87, 37 touchdowns, 4 interceptions for Lamar. I have to say I didn't see it coming, and who knows? I mean, the way they're looking with Henry going. They are a tough out in the playoffs. I think more so than ever since they've had Lamar Jackson this season.
They're so good, dude. They really are.
It's just the defense is the one thing that's questionable, which usually isn't, which is odd.
Yeah, but like Lamar, that's another team where the buck stops with the quarterback here. Lamar keeps the ball in the Ravens' hands.
Yeah.
He runs like he does. He stays healthy. I mean, you can't really fucking stop that. That's a triple threat quarterback, and then you're throwing in one of the best running backs in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
With Derrick Henry. Yeah.
And there were times you see it this year. I mean, like Lamar can air out that ball accurately, and if he continues to do that, it's going to be a really hard team to beat, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sabrina Carpenter's here.
And how about Derrick Henry, 278 carries, 1636 yards, 13 touchdowns, 5.9 yards per carry. Really having one of his best seasons of his career, really mirroring the one when he went over 2,000 yards. So it's been quite the rebound season for Derrick Henry. Tony,
he just went into the men's bathroom.
That woman just went to the men's bathroom. That's what I was looking at.
Searching, though.
I will say everyone in here does get confused by the bathroom situation.
It says men right there.
It does say men, and she's still in there, so she's going in the men's bathroom, which is fine, I guess. I feel bad for her because the men's bathroom is just a fucking dumpster fire, and the women's bathroom is so nice in there, dude. Not that I've been in there. I've been in the women's bathroom here, dude. Sometimes, hey, if no one's in here, regardless, dude. I'm sorry, Brian. What was your last thought there?
Just with Henry, what a good season he's had.
Oh, Derrick Henry.
Unbelievable, yeah.
It's
I actually have a question for you guys about that.
Okay,
regarding the running back situations. Do you think teams are going to start making more of a focus on running backs going forward with these two guys
I think
dominating?
The ones that plan on contending, not ones that are in the start or just the very beginning of a rebuild. But if you're looking to win a Super Bowl, you're doing it. You're spending the money on the running back.
Yeah, I do agree. I think teams are looking at that now, especially when you see teams that have that complete package.
Yeah, how much
like
better
the
off.
Eagles, like the Ravens, like the Lions.
I don't know why it ever went south for the running backs.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm with you on that.
I mean, I do agree where the
game.
lifespan is tough for those guys.
Yeah.
It's few and far between for sure,
Yeah, but
I just went with Matt, dude. You get a good running back that can freaking run and catch. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
no, exactly.
They do a great job of saying that.
I think teams were just concerned, hindsight-wise, just thinking okay, we're going to give a big contract to this running back, but then we can't spend the money on our offensive line, on our defense. That was the worry. But if they're that good and you can count on them to stay healthy, we've seen that they're more than worth it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
She used the woman's bathroom.
Yeah.
You guys are so you're so fired up about this.
No, because she
it's
used in the
hilarious,
men's
dude. Like,
bathroom.
yeah.
She used the men's bathroom.
Some guy was in there too.
No, but I could just tell Tony is just so excited about it for whatever reason.
That's
Look, I'm
I'm working late.
It's exciting. Though. Maybe she's a man. Maybe she's a man.
You never know these days.
Yeah, dude. You gotta fucking change this channel, dude. I can't handle
I
it.
know,
right
not
now.
stuff. You
There's
gotta
no
put
hockey
on
on?
Fuck,
NBC,
dude.
NBC.
Of course it's hockey on
not
Sunday night.
but not national.
No,
games
no,
that they
no,
would
no.
get.
Football night in America.
What are your guys' predictions for the game tonight? 46.5 is the total. Bucks have moved to -4.5 here in Dallas. We know about Dallas, of course, being eliminated from playoff contention, and also 1-6
At home.
at Jerry World this season.
The literal polar opposite of last season for sure, in terms of their home record, and I guess just in terms of their record and season as a whole here. It's tough, dude. I mean, I would like to think the Cowboys do keep it close, at least maybe for the first half. If I had to give a prediction, I guess at the end of the day, I would say second half pull, maybe even fourth quarter pull away of Tampa Bay, and it starts with a few turnovers, Cooper Rush. Maybe again, maybe Dow gets going early for the Cowboys, keeps up with the Bucks. But at the end of the day, they're going to have to go through the air to advance the ball. And I say they can't do that. I think Cooper Rush falls apart second half. The Bucks win this game. I'm going to say, what would it be? 35-21.
35-21. Okay,
Yeah,
so
dude,
that is going to
over.
be over.
And cover, obviously.
And covering. What about you?
Over unders what again?
46.5, and it's the Bucks -4.5.
Dude, yeah. I mean, I think Bucks will definitely get it done tonight. I'm definitely going to take the over. You said it's 47?
46.5. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely let's go Bucks, kind of pulling away late there, 30 to 23.
Okay.
30 to 23.
I'm gonna say 31-10. The way that they blew out the Chargers last week, that really impressed me, especially because they were down early in that game.
Yeah.
So I just think they're gonna go nuts, and I also think the wind is out of the Cowboys' sails after officially being eliminated. I know guys are still gonna try this and that, but there's a difference when you have that little hope. You play differently when there's just a little hope.
Yeah, no doubt.
To add to Dallas, the only thing that I liked about the Enigma documentary was Mike McCarthy. There's shed a new light on me about him. I really liked the way he presented himself and the way he talks, and just I don't know. I think he's a good coach.
I
Honestly,
picked up a little bit on that just from the first episode.
right, dude?
Yeah.
But
which
it's
is kinda
funny.
funny.
But it seemed like there was an issue in Green Bay. But was Rodgers the
It
issue?
might
in
have
Green
been.
Bay?
It
Not
might have been.
vice versa, because I think a lot of people thought it was McCarthy.
Yeah,
No,
for
you're
nothing,
right.
dude. Out of the Cowboys, they like McCarthy.
Yeah.
Right. Go fucking figure.
Go freaking figure.
Go
Why
Yeah.
did Mika
freaking
say?
figure.
Remember, he called him out though earlier in the year, and then he
Yeah, he
backtracked.
did.
Backtracked.
Was he
'Cause-
Hammond on the podcast?
Well,
Maybe
he
he
probably.
is.
I mean, what's his name? The owner was probably like, "Shut your fucking mouth," or
I'm not giving you a new contract.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, true, maybe. But I don't know. It's who the fuck knows, dude. All those
Crazy.
idiots are fucking podcast, by the way, too.
I hate that.
Podcasts
Yeah.
suck, dude.
I hate how the players, like the
But,
NBA
you know,
guys,
it's, you
too.
know,
No, you're automatically a credentialed media member if you play in the league.
It's
Um,
ridiculous. Like they should
dude,
not be able to
like-
be on a show during the season.
during the season,
Yeah.
absolutely not,
Yeah.
dude. Absolutely not. I don't give a fuck. You're representing
Mookie Betts has one.
Mookie Betts has
Yeah.
one, dude. So does
Couple ball.
The Brunson,
I think
Jerry
Josh-
Jane Brunson,
Josh
You know,
Josh
you would get
Hart.
around for this, Michael. Nothing to do with the sport we're talking about, but for basketball, you know Doug Gottlieb, right?
Yeah.
You see the thing though about how they played a Division II team. He just became the head coach of University of Wisconsin Green Bay, who plays right across from Lambeau Field. He said, "Oh, we're playing nobody U," and they lost to a Division II team. They're 2-11, and the best part, like you were just saying, he's still doing his CBS Sports radio show.
Oh,
What a chief! Like
He
focus
always
on.
was
yeah.
a chief, though.
Yeah, he was. I
one
never
thing,
liked him.
You saw a lot of
sucks.
Your whole organization
He was the
sucks.
worst.
Yeah, the whole organization's trash.
Dude. They're all fucking trash.
But it's interesting. It would be the complete run to end the season, Tony. tonight. If the Bucks do win, that'll get them to 5 in a row, and the Panthers Saints. So technically, you could be going on a 7-game winning streak heading into the playoffs.
That's fire.
And that would be great, dude. I really would love that. Again, another team who looked like they could have made it last year. Obviously, the Buck stopped with the Lions.
You should be an overall Bucks fan going forward.
Me?
No, he can't
Dude,
transition.
I can't be fucking changing.
He's
But
good.
you
He's set in
did
stone.
change, though, technically.
I did change.
Yeah.
To the Jets.
From the Giants, because you grew up a Giants.
Yeah.
But that's over now. He's a Jet.
But I can't change it again. It's not a bad
That's
look.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
And the
That'd
circumstance,
be a
like, not
lot.
for nothing, like, I stopped really following football in 2014.
So did I with the Devils.
So-
Even before
no,
that.
no.
Yeah. Yeah, you cannot do that. Like, you can't have it
literally-
both ways.
I can literally go back to last season's sports report.
Not last season. I didn't follow
Literally.
the Devils last
No,
season.
no. I don't care if you follow them or not, but I can have you, quote it. I'll find it.
Go ahead.
Fuck the Rangers.
It
go
didn't happen
Devils.
last year.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
It definitely did.
No,
dude.
Barnes knows it.
It absolutely did. And if it wasn't, it was last season.
No, it wasn't.
And it was
No, I
the
think it
season
was the
before
season
last.
It
before.
was.
It was the
Tony,
season
his
before
memory's
that.
losing
Yes.
it there.
But even so, I'm talking about a 10-year gap of me not watching a sport.
I didn't
a
watch the
decade.
Devils.
But
For
you're
10
on,
years.
and I'm not sitting here saying fuck the Jets.
How about this? Renee
I'm not
says
rooting
it sounds
against
very,
them.
very familiar.
What does?
What does?
I don't know. She just said it. I'm just reading the comment.
Well, I got nothing for that. I don't know.
that's tough.
You think
There's
she's
no- there's
saying
no
Tony's
context.
searching for it, Michael, or no?
Yeah.
No, because it's a different scenario. And to bring up the
Nope.
two, it's apples to oranges.
It's apples to apples to me.
Renee says Mike's saying that.
You like Baker and like the Bucks have. It's a nice
I love Baker.
organization, dude.
I don't know. I guess I am technically a Jets fan, but I don't want,
No, now you can't do the switch again.
again.
It is crazy, though, how Todd Bowles
I'm
seems to
gonna
have
switch.
9 lives. You know what I mean? He
Yo,
takes
what is
over
that?
for Brady's last year.
Yeah, dude.
It looks like it's not going well. He's not going to make it. They make the playoffs last year, and then they're going to make the playoffs again this year after that terrible start and all these injuries.
Yeah, I feel like, again, not to be like, oh, last season you said this, but I feel like you were like, Top Bowles fucking sucks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
he's hung in there.
Yeah, hung in there.
Just making a statement, Tony. Sorry that you have such an issue with that. Always searching Michael, too, by the way.
Yeah.
He tries to, turn it around.
I mean,
It's
you gotta
not
have that
him.
weird he's hung in there.
Oh, my God. People put
He said
emphasis
it. He
on
said
what
it in the
they're
pause.
saying when they have conviction. Right, Michael?
Yes.
Hung.
I'm with you, Barnes.
By the way, pick-wise, TCA goes 2-1, hitting on the Lions and the Colts, losing on the Steelers. We pushed with the Vikings, hit with the
Tony
Rams,
loves himself.
and we need the Bucks to cover 4 to pick up a half game. But we basically clinched the regular season. So
Let's go,
congratulations,
baby.
sir. Let's go.
Congrats.
Yeah, that's awesome, honestly. After taking one in the chin last year.
We were owed that one. We needed this one, dude. It was good.
It
Yeah,
is
no,
funny,
I'm glad.
though.
It was a little embarrassing last
Yeah.
year. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
But I don't think it was all second pick. What were we doing that was just like,
I think you
the
guys were
Jets?
taking it serious.
No, I think
No,
just
we were taking the Jets a lot. That was the fucking problem. We were trying to get cute by taking some dogs, here and there. But it's like, just go with your gut. Really, just like Andy Reid. You just take every week, 1 week at a time, assess the team ahead of yourself, and then you figure out the outcome. And you can predict.
That's what pros do, baby.
Dude, exactly, dude. Just bet non-biasedly, don't bet with the heart or with the brain, dude.
That's
Oh,
called brain heart coherence.
brain heart coherence.
Are you coherent, dude? What the fuck's going on?
That Providence guy is hammered.
Hammered,
over there.
Oh
dude.
yeah.
They're chilling with some dude and his mom. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, the
over there,
mom
dude.
is
The
like-
mom is searching
She's
for it,
living-
dude.
searching
Oh no,
for it.
she's pumped about it.
She's what? No, she's pumped
Pumped,
about it.
yeah.
She's gonna get pumped. No.
Wow.
She's a great mom, and
No shit,
They
huh?
can hear us over the loudspeaker.
she's got the
No,
red
they
wing
can't.
on, dude. Michael Buck, getting ID.
Yeah.
Show up to the bar in your PJs.
That's what happens.
Did you? I know you're just gonna say no, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. Did you catch any of the playoff games yesterday?
No, Brian. We'll just start Notre Dame, fucking destroy who they play.
They won by 10. Actually, they were up more.
They're
Indiana.
up by 20.
Yeah.
And then someone else got destroyed too. I'm like, dude, these
Notre Dame.
matchups fucking
No,
suck.
so actually,
Okay,
the
dude.
closest game was 14 points between Clemson and Texas.
There was just no juice. Nothing good there, honestly, dude. I was watching the game a little bit, I think. Where were we? Maybe at the studio or something, or here. It's just nothing for me, dude. I'm sorry. Can't
Good
do it.
matchup
Jimmy's
so
getting
next
kicked out.
week. No way.
Is he not 21? He's not 21.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
so
Jimmy at
that
the
makes
bar.
sense, yeah.
Oh shit, dude.
All right,
Okay, gotta
Michael.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
No
It's all
worries,
right, man. Great seeing you, though. Let's go UConn.
Yeah,
All right?
Go UConn.
Hey, have a good Christmas. Yeah.
yeah. Merry Christmas.
See you, Michael.
Say hi to Hurley.
Bye, Michael.
Bye, Jimmy. Jimmy's gone.
That's tough. Dude. Never allowed in there again. Not 21.
Tight ship. Tight ship. Tight ship.
What are you going to do, though, right?
Yeah.
You're next.
Oh, yeah. No, people still card me.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What does somebody get carded? Not at a game.
Actually, yeah, you're right. But like at the door, but I guess they card everybody. Like,
Yeah.
just stout. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, exactly. Wait, come on.
Stout. But yeah, no, I was saying there are going to be some good matchups though next. So I guess it's not next week, but it's New Year's Day, and New Year's Eve. Penn State, Boise State, Texas, Arizona State, but Ohio State, Oregon. That was a really good game in the regular season, and then Notre Dame, Georgia. So I think as we move further into this playoff, it'll be pretty good. And then we also had UConn tighter than expected, but winning again to go to 2-0 in conference play. So really moving past that disaster that they had in Maui, losing 3 games. That was actually nuts that
Dude,
happened.
yeah, no, against unranked opponents too.
But are you really surprised with the bounce back? Like, honestly.
I don't know, but when you lose 3 in a row, like then you think like, wait a second, like what's up with this team? You know?
No, I'm not, I knew they were going to bounce back.
No, I knew.
Yeah,
I didn't expect it to be where you just win every game though after that. You know
Well,
what I mean?
with the intensity of Hurley, I feel like it's not. I'm not surprised. I could feel it coming.
So, they win 78-74 yesterday. And really there's a couple of guys like McNeely's been playing well. He had 3 3-pointers yesterday. Caravan, the captain, 21-6, 4 threes. And, the big man, Stewart and Reed have been, paying a lot of dividends on the defensive end, but that's the difference. I think they're almost outside the top 100 in the country in defensive rating. And all the title teams and stuff, the defense is always the calling card. They're high ranked on offense, but for them to have an opportunity to go 3 in a row, the defense needs to be there. You need the shot blocking in the middle. That's how they've won these championships.
Yeah. What's the problem, dude?
I'm not in
Tony's
the
being
conversation.
silly.
You're doing college basketball, whatever. That's fine by me, guys.
Good to be good on
I'm
both
talking to
sides
Michael.
of the ball, dude.
Yeah.
And
it's
they're looking
Michael,
good.
he's got to just let it go
Great
at the
team.
same time, too, with
Great
UConn.
team.
You know what I mean? Just because it's like we had to suffer through Eastern. I think you don't realize how bad Eastern, we didn't even go to any games. No.
That's like community
Like, you
college
know what I
basketball.
mean? It's like, it's okay. Like, you don't,
So
it doesn't
stupid.
need to be your alma
There was
mater.
there was
You know
no
what I mean?
point.
Yeah, but I
There's
don't
no
think. I
point.
mean, that adds to it. But at the end of the day, dude. I guess maybe college is better than pro for basketball, but
It definitely is.
I'm not following college sports. Just can't do it.
But it's just because it's Connecticut with
That's
UConn.
fine.
It has nothing to do with
Michael?
Connecticut. It has nothing
I
to
mean,
do
dude,
with
I don't really like college
Why?
football. I don't
There-
follow.
there-
I don't know why. I wish
There's
you wouldn't.
schools in New York I could follow. Schools in New Jersey. I could follow schools if I wanted
think,
to.
No, but I think
There's big schools
it's
around
a
where I live.
combination of
Right,
the
right,
alma mater and being in Connecticut.
I think it's the fact that it's
It's
just
also a state thing, dude.
It's
Like,
just-
Yeah, it is a
Connecticut,
state,
everybody
yeah.
likes UConn.
it's all you have.
Right.
All right, dude. You got no professional sports. I'm sorry to
What
say
are
it.
the Staten Island professionals?
Yeah, but I know. That's
New York.
That's part of the whole reason.
New
dude.
York, dude. We have multiple teams. I have 3
Yes.
teams in the city. I live in the city.
So
Okay?
What the fuck is this guy talking about?
But it's still, I don't get what you're getting at, though. So we don't have the teams. So obviously we root for teams in New York, but this team is in Connecticut. We root for it. I don't understand where, the problem is for you.
I personally have no connection to any college in terms of their sports teams. And honestly, dude, I will stand by the fact that it's too fucking much. Okay, dude? Like, I don't want to hear Big Ten, SECs,
No,
whatever,
that shit's
dude.
beat.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck off with all those, dude.
Yeah,
But
no
you
doubt.
don't.
Like, it's too much
but
to follow.
But to
Too much
follow
I agree.
UConn, you don't need to
No,
know about the
exactly.
SEC.
Yeah, we
you know
don't.
what I
We
mean?
don't.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like the SEC doesn't
I'm
matter.
with you on that. I just hope UConn does well.
Yeah.
And wins. I don't give a fuck about any
Sure,
of that shit.
sure. But, but again,
and would
like,
you agree though the tournament is a vibe too?
Yes.
March Madness is
March
awesome.
Madness is dope.
Yeah.
no, March Madness is fun.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not
That's
gonna.
all.
But again, other than March Madness,
I don't
I'm
like.
not, I'm not
living-
gonna
I
be
don't-
jacked
I don't
up.
live in
like,
No, but-
I know we're picking games
Right.
every night, but at the same time, we're not like closely following
Right.
other teams besides
But
the
like,
Rangers.
like a lot of these, especially like with college football, I'd say a lot of teams that like your team could be facing in the playoffs or in a bowl game, maybe a team you've never even fucking heard of before. You know,
Well, I
like
wouldn't
if
say
I'm
heard of.
All right, I wouldn't say heard of, but I mean. Not for nothing. It's a team they'll never see in the regular season. The first time you're seeing them is in a bowl game. It's like if I'm watching the Rangers, we're playing the Capitals, we're playing the Hurricanes every postseason. I could follow that and I know the history, and I could be like, oh, I feel good about this.
Yeah.
But if I'm like seeing,
I get it, I
you know,
get it.
Penn State
Yeah.
versus some whoever, and I'm like, wow, they've never played this team before. I've never really followed them. What the hell? I gotta look into this team now.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, dude.
Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but
You can do whatever you want. Yeah, you can be. You can just blindly be like, yeah,
Exactly.
sure, dude. But like, I like to know,
I
anticipate,
get
and
your
expect
point,
from each
Walter.
team. You know,
yes,
like, and I'm not gonna blindly follow UConn and nothing else around college basketball.
I see what you mean.
You know,
Yeah, well, we just like are like whatever.
Yeah,
This
but
is
also,
fine.
though,
This is
I
fine.
feel
I
like
can't-
we
I
kind
don't
of,
want-
besides
I
the NFL, we've always just been like that with the other sports. Like, you know what I mean? Where we just like to follow our team. Like, we'll see what's going on, but it's like, it's not like a big focus.
Nah, I don't
Yeah.
right. So you have marginal focus on it, and I have zero.
Yeah, that's fine. However, your way.
It has nothing to do with Connecticut or state lines.
No, but,
Okay.
I think it
but
does.
I
like,
could be a Johnny. I could follow the Johnnies, but I don't follow the Johnnies.
but like I said, I think it's just like a shoe. Like you have
Why
the
not?
shoe like in your mind. So being at those games, you're like, this is beat, and that's what you think of when you think of college basketball. And that is the problem.
I just told you what I think. Okay.
Beat, dude. But yeah, no, and honestly too, college football, like there's so many like games that like I wouldn't want to watch in the regular season. But I think
Right.
now that we've had this first round, teams had the buys, there are going to be some good games here, and I'm excited to watch those. To be honest.
And again, like I can watch a basketball game. I can watch any sports game and get into it. But like, you know, like this sort of stuff, like season previews or bowl. Like again, I'll watch it, but I'm not. I'll watch it, dude. But I'm not gonna be like, you know.
We'll get him.
Yeah, we will eventually.
you're
Like
not
I
gonna.
said, no, but
Yes, we will.
No, but you
We
at
will.
the Garden.
No, we will.
Big East tournament.
We will,
Yes,
dude.
with the Can
You're
you
with
see him
Barnes.
hammered, Michael?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dancing.
Oh,
to that
yeah.
song.
Like I said, at the game, I'll watch it. I'll enjoy it.
But you'll be
then
into
beyond
it.
that,
But you'll
I'll
be
be
into
into it.
it.
I'll be into
It'll
it.
be
there's going to be a
life-changing.
connection.
It'll be
It's
life-changing.
going to
It'll be
be
life-changing.
plugged into your mind, and you're going to love it. You're going to want to be a
your
UConn.
heart, soul,
plugged in.
dude.
You're going to want to
too
go there
plugged
for extra grad school.
in. Extra grad school. I'll go back to school.
grad school.
I'll go to school right fucking now. I'll go back to college. I'll
UConn.
roll. I'll go to UConn. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you'll be a Husky.
And I'll be a Husky,
You
and
go
I'll
to
be the
UConn,
fucking
Stanford
video
if you
guy
want.
for the Huskies. It'll be me and Hurley. All right, dude.
Oh, dude, don't say that.
Shooting
Michael
stuff, dude. Where is Michael Bucks? He got
Jealous.
kicked out.
That's what you get when you watch
That's what you
UConn,
get,
dude.
dude. Yeah. You're a fucking Penguins fan.
Oh,
He
you know what?
is.
I forgot to mention
Yeah, he
this.
is?
This past week on the show, they had the father-son challenge. You see, Tiger and Charlie
Hole
lost
in
in a
one.
playoff, but
Hole
Charlie had a hole in one.
Yes, we were talking about
I
that
told Tony
earlier.
he's already better than him.
He is better than me.
No,
Why
better than
wouldn't he?
Tony.
Yeah, better than me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, why wouldn't it be?
I'm just saying.
If I was Tiger Woods' son, I'd be better than everyone.
But it was like I didn't see much of it, but just seeing the highlight of them on the course. Yeah,
He's
that's kind
very
of cool.
Yeah. And he looks a lot like his father, too.
Yeah, he does. He does the
A
same
lot.
mannerisms, techniques, all
Red
that
polo.
stuff. Yeah.
You think he'll cheat on his wife?
I was saying he
No,
will.
but guess who won too with his son though?
Oh,
You see?
No, I didn't see
No,
it.
but just think about this. Somebody from the senior tour that I've had this obsession with for like years and years and years. He has all the records for wins and
John
stuff.
Daly.
And he's like 70 years old almost.
Oh,
And he's from Germany.
Oh, Oscar Pistorius. They throw us on that.
South Africa,
Right,
dude.
right, right. There's another.
And he's won the Masters twice.
Wait, where's
Come on,
it was
Tony.
a senior tour. Damn.
Come
When I
on,
say the
dude.
name, you're gonna be pissed.
I know, dude. German.
Yes.
Danke.
You know, I feel like you just don't have it. I can tell.
I don't have it.
gone.
I mean,
His
German.
memory's
Steven
gone.
Yeager's German. I'm just trying to think of German.
just thinking about Guinness.
But and he doesn't play like on the PGA Tour anymore. He
Only
just-
senior tour
yeah.
that I would know.
Bernard Langer. You know we've talked about that many times.
Not as much as you're making it seem out to be. Though.
Yes,
because
because I said that he broke the
Langer,
win record
dude.
last year. Yes, dude. And how he had the ACL and then he came back.
Who's his son? Bernard
yeah.
Langer Jr.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. You know, actually, that's a good question.
By the way, Joey brought in his own Coke.
Really?
Wow.
Sick. Well, I mean, hey, watch out.
Yeah, they might kick him out for that.
What do you think?
$14.
You got taco pizza, you said?
Yeah, he got like a grinder.
Really? I've always wanted to get a sandwich there, to be honest.
What sandwich would you get?
I would try a chicken parm grinder or a meatball grinder from there even. Or a chicken cutlet sandwich, less tomato mayonnaise.
I agree with that. Where is he? All three
Joey.
of good options.
What did you get to eat?
Joey, what'd you get?
Meatball grinder.
Yo, how is it? Prime. Yeah, but it's not Italian.
812.
Says not Italian.
He's not Italian.
You're not
He
Italian.
doesn't know.
You don't know.
I think so. Like, are we like
I don't
so
know.
good or did we?
Keep going?
I mean, it's
Yeah,
slow
what
right
the fuck,
now.
we'll keep
Okay,
going.
no, because I thought. Remember before we started though, I thought Michael.
Jim's
was
not. I don't know if he's here.
Michael's really
I don't know.
tight. We're still on.
What is
I'm
that?
not.
Nah, I'm kidding. No, I think we
I
can.
was just asking because
Oh, but
I think-
also, yeah.
I think we can go as long as we want to go, dude.
I'm into that, brother.
And that's it, dude. I mean, unless you guys are done,
No. I
Yeah, he's gonna have to go. I'm good, but I was
you
just
gotta
asking.
go.
That's why I was asking. Well, hold on. But before I do,
Disperse.
just want to say to all the fans and everybody that
Jason
watches,
Langer, by the way.
tunes in, Merry Christmas,
Happy New Year.
Well, I was just gonna say Merry Christmas because I think I'll have the whole week off coming up.
Oh, you do?
So I'll be probably coming into the studio for Sports Board studio.
Nice.
So I'll see you. But my point being, I'll see you before the new year.
Okay.
Are you guys
And-
doing shows? Because like
Just
obviously
tomorrow.
tomorrow we'll do a
and then-
show.
You're right, and then Thursday, Friday. Yeah.
All right. So Merry Christmas, everybody, and appreciate all the love and support and fun year.
Oh yeah.
Got a little bit more to go,
Yeah.
and enjoy the rest of the night. And Merry Christmas.
Wait,
See
so
you soon.
what?
Happy
We,
holidays.
so are you gonna come in like when on
holidays as well.
on Thursday, or are you gonna come in
Monday?
tomorrow, or
Not tomorrow, but
probably
Thursday.
Thursday? Okay,
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday. Dope.
Friday.
All right.
Sick.
Hell yeah. dude.
Awesome, man.
Peace
Always
and
a
love.
pleasure, sir.
Always a pleasure, dude. College sports.
College sports, where it's at. Ernie, do you see needs a combined 19? To make a fancy title.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah, I hope I do.
Like, when are you coming back from Staten Island?
Probably Saturday, honestly.
Saturday, yeah. What? Anything specific on the agenda, like other than like the Christmas Eve, Christmas Day stuff?
No, not really, dude. A lot of it is gonna be chilling at home.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be nice because a lot of the holidays past few years we've been traveling so much.
Oh, right, because you're not going to Jersey,
Exactly,
right?
dude. So it's gonna be really sweet to just sit down.
Pool still open?
It's actually so funny. I think Sharon asked me about that.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Your dad knows a
You
pool open.
could do it, right?
In theory, you could,
it would
but
be a lot of like
a lot of work,
eating,
for my
sitting,
parents in the
eating.
winter. Not for nothing, my dad would be out there in the cold, like
Yeah.
trying to work
Then
on
you
it. Like,
slip.
man,
You don't want to slip, right?
But nonetheless, dude, we'll be in the nice house, the fireplace, the NFL games, dude. I'll even watch some NBA on Christmas Day too. I don't care.
Wow.
There's something really about like sports on for holidays,
Mm-hmm.
because you have everyone in that same house, like a gathering of the family. Everyone's watching the sports. It's a good family thing,
Yeah.
I like it, dude. I love sports on the holidays.
No, it is. It is good. Even bowl games or no?
I guess I really wouldn't. Again, NBA on Christmas is probably the most I'll be getting, but a lot of football, a lot of hockey as well. Obviously, the Winter Classic this year for New Year's Day.
What's the deal with that?
I don't know who the Winter Day. Let's see.
Baker looking jacked
He
as
is
we
ready.
are less than 5 minutes away from the opening kickoff at AT&T Stadium. Chris Collinsworth looking as much of a Chief as he's ever been, Michael.
Absolutely, dude. So it looks like the Winter Classic this year is going to be Devils Kings. Normally they do
Where?
the outdoor game. It's at Crypto.com Arena, it says.
Ew.
Normally they do an outdoor game, which obviously not going to do it in LA.
No, but that doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense at all, dude.
I feel like that's not the Winter Classic. It says Winter Classic on the thing.
No, it doesn't. But normally the Winter Classic is January
That's
1st.
that's not going to be the Winter. No way.
New Year's Day.
Focus, Joey. Joey's trying to distract me over here.
Let's see here.
I guess it's going to be at Wrigley on the 31st. Interesting, dude.
New Year's Eve.
Yes, New Year's Eve at Wrigley. stand by.
Blackhawks. Bruins?
I would imagine it's Blackhawks, obviously, again, stand by. The Blues.
Oh, okay.
What the hell? 5 p.m.
5
game?
o'clock. Bissonnette, maybe you think they're
Such
live
a
at the game?
sniper.
You think what?
The TNT boys are live at the game, you think? Or-
Oh yeah, definitely, absolutely. Bissonnette killing it, dude. I guess it'd be a cool matchup, I suppose. Chicago, Wrigley Field, the history, dude. St. Louis, Pavel Buchnevich, Jordan Binnington, Connor Bedard. I guess let's go Blackhawks, I suppose, right?
Yeah,
Dean.
the Bedard, maybe he makes his mark, has his kind of breakout game in the NHL, right?
It'd be nice. He could use a few more goals to tally it up, dude. I think he's got maybe 30 points in the season, and a lot of them coming from assists, I think, this year, as far as I've seen. But nonetheless, Bedard's been a great talent. So, obviously the Blackhawks have to build around him, I suppose. But
hey, if they want to give him, to a certain team,
open to
in
it,
the
dude.
Northeast, right? We take him.
A successful first-round draft pick.
He was mentioning the Christmas games, Michael. Still juice for you there, Christmas Day NBA.
No,
Really? Not even interested, not going to watch?
no, I haven't watched since
Really?
middle school.
Wow.
I will say I have a huge respect for the teams that do have to play
High school.
Christmas and Thanksgiving, and because it's tough, dude. Imagine being on Christmas Day, you got to fucking play a game. It's like,
They're getting
Yeah.
paid millions.
Some people, though, take pride in it because they feel the best teams, the best players, they're always asked to play on
yeah,
Christmas Day.
that's true. But I was gonna say that there are players who are still making those millions and are off Christmas Day.
They're not the best.
Yeah,
Usually.
exactly.
But they're
Sometimes
still
they
making
are,
millions,
yeah.
though.
Yeah. And then how about this for the Christmas slate for the NFL? 2 Netflix games, Tony.
Dude. Sorry, you
No,
can
go ahead,
finish.
go ahead.
I was gonna say I heard that this morning, and that's fucking stupid, dude.
I know.
My dad is gonna be so pissed.
How's this?
He's gonna be like, "Oh, it's different channel." And it's like at halftime. Oh, Dad, get out of Netflix, go back to cable. What?
Yeah. But
tough,
good
dude.
matchups, though.
No, it's great
Steelers
matchups.
hosting the Chiefs.
Must watch.
And the Steelers, really need to win. I believe it's 2 in a row they've
I
lost.
think so. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, 2 in a
Lost
row.
last week, that's for sure.
Eagles and Ravens, and then they have the Chiefs and Bengals. Their playoff spot is clinched for sure. They'd love to just win the division. And
Ravens.
the Chiefs pretty much have everything wrapped up, but it still feels like they're gonna just play it out.
Yeah, they should play it out. So wild, dude. And if I'm the Steelers, I really want to win the division and get the bye. Right? Were they not?
No, because only one team gets a bye.
Oh, really? So even if they end up, wow,
Yeah.
dude.
So it's just really about being
The seeding.
the seeding.
3
exactly.
plays the 6.
Yeah.
I
think though the reason they've lost these games is because they haven't had George Pickens. I think he completely changes that offense.
Yeah. That's a tough receiver to lose, dude.
They said he's looking like he'll be back for this one, but they don't know for sure. And Fields, I mentioned, missing, that's another element, taken away. From
Yeah, for sure. And you got to keep Russ from, stop throwing picks. Not for nothing. You can't really have that.
Yeah.
But again, Mike Tomlin seems to have all the confidence in the world in Russ. And Tomlin, again, is another talent around the league. That is a great coach. Is Baker.
Career high touchdown passes with 32.
That is 3rd in the NFL this season.
Yeah.
Which is fucking really good, by the way, for him, for what we've seen from him. And he looks absolutely dialed in, dude. And I forget who just jumped through. So it looked like Mike Evans, honestly, possibly
jumped in there.
Just jumped through the interview, to go back into the culture that a man like Baker Mayfield can kind of set here for the Bucks. Also, a pretty crazy organization when you really think about it. And an organization for as long as I can remember kind of sucked. Tom Brady, they win. Brady retires. What are you gonna do? And now they have Baker, and they're in playoff implications here.
No, it's really unbelievable. Yeah. And it's like they both need each other. That's the crazy part.
Yeah. It is really wild,
because
dude.
usually you lose somebody like Brady, who of course won the Super Bowl with them. Usually the next guy, it's not usually pretty.
And not for nothing too, Baker throughout his history, the problems he had with Odell, He had Amari Cooper too as a receiver too, right? With the
I'm trying to think if he
Browns.
was there when he was there.
I want to say yeah.
Uh,
But I wasn't sure. But nonetheless, I mean, the weird locker room troubles that it seemed that the Browns had. Baker, you see Odell wide open downfield. He's not throwing to him. What's wrong? And then obviously he gets moved, and you're thinking, all right, like Baker, the partying, can't handle it, never could mature, never gonna make it. But then again, here he is, like still trying to milk the last opportunity he could have here in the NFL as a great quarterback. And can you say, I mean, the maturation has definitely helped him out, dude. He did mature a lot since his freshman year in the league, dude. So,
yeah, because there was a lot of stuff. There was some
drinking,
bar incident,
dude. Yeah,
college,
dude, running from the
that.
cops. Did you run from the cops?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, dude, like fucking wild. Which is like you're Baker Mayfield, you run from the cops. Like, how stupid can you get, dude? This isn't the NBA.
But I think he's always shown us that he has that resilience. Being a walk-on, having to transfer, and then being the first walk-on to be the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft.
Yeah, dude, you love to see that from him, and you really do. You wish him the best. For sure.
Do you tip your hat to him, Tony?
I'll tip my cap.
It looks like they did not play with each other, by the way. They just missed each other, yeah.
Well, nonetheless, dude, I mean, there was a lot of negative connotations about him on the Browns. Cooper Rush
in traffic, though, but getting the throw off to Turpin, so it's going to be second and short here for Dallas. First minute of the game.
Cooper Rush going the beard out, too. Look at his week 15. Last week is the Panthers here. 18 of 29, 214 through the air. The 3 touchdowns through the air. Career high for him. No interceptions, I should say. Plenty of receptions.
Or receptions from him.
He's back here in the gun. Daddle to the right of him. He takes a snap. Quick little screen pass to I don't know who.
CD Lamb, but he's going to be
88.
short. Forward progress will bring him back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, a gain of nothing. He'll come up with a 3rd and 3 here. First 2 plays, McCarthy goes to the passing play. Should be interested if they do get Daddle in the mix.
What will be your play call?
I would go Daddle up the middle.
Really?
Yeah.
I either think Daddle to the outside or just a short pass.
Really?
Just because I feel like they're gearing up for the run here.
I mean, they did that short pass to CD Lamb just now. Nobody in the backfield. Cooper rushing the gun right now, by the way.
That was more of a screen pass behind the line of scrimmage.
I hate those little passes.
They're susceptible to negative yardage, obviously. Drops back here, 3rd and 2, and he finds Brandon Cooks for the first down just at the yellow line there for the first time.
Well, there it is, in the short pass. You said over the middle here as we get introduced to the Bucks defense here. I'm always want to talk some Mets. Yeah, dude. Hey, you want to hop on? We can talk. Why not, dude? Little guest coming on here. Let's go, dude. A Red Sox fan, by the way, Brian.
Red Sox fan. Oh, yeah.
We do have a Red Sox fan here. Brian's a diehard Yankee fan.
And Tony's a
we had met before the show started. Remind everyone of your name and where you're from.
So I'm Max. Mm-hmm. I'm from Boston. I grew up outside of the city, but I live in the city now.
Oh, nice. And what brings you to the Horseshoe Cafe?
The guy in the Larry Fitz jersey. I don't know.
Oh, nice. Okay,
yeah. He has a drinking problem, but it's fine.
Great.
We've been here since noon, so it's a good
That's
deal.
awesome.
Wow, that's a long shift.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? It's Sunday.
Yeah.
So Sox aren't signing anybody, so I guess I might as well be here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Austin Adams, minor league deal, said fuck you to the Mets, but whatever. That's all he's really done. So yeah, let's talk a little ball.
Yeah, dude. So what do you
Yeah, I mean,
I guess in terms of
start Mets.
Yeah. I was gonna say, dude. I mean that's the Soto contract, dude. Obviously, from my perspective, overpay yes, but I mean it's just something you need to do.
You can't overpay for a guy like Juan Soto.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have the debate that he's the top 10 hitter ever, and I'll stick with it. I mean, it's like I don't buy the pre-1960 guys besides maybe Ted and Babe.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Gehrig, the Hornsby doesn't do stuff for me, and like watching Soto play ball, it's like you're 19, you're a cleanup hitter in a World Series team.
Yeah,
like, that's different ball.
And that was exactly like his style when he came up, like from the get-go with the Nationals. He was just someone who just like annoyed pitchers, dude. He did the look, the stare, like everything. Had the great eye at the plate, and he hasn't really taken a step back, I don't think. I mean, and I think he's with the Yankees organization. I mean, talk about stepping up and proving himself, dude. Like
And like at the end of the day, you're looking at who's in his wake in these trades. It's James Wood, it's Hassel, it's fucking Michael King. Like it's good ball players multiple times that are trading for a year, maybe 2 at control for him.
Yeah.
And so it's like you say 15, 765 or whatever. It's like it's not a bad number.
No, not at all. And it's what he's going to be calling for. It's what everyone's going to be offering him.
Now we're going to do this bullshit every fucking year where it's like it's Soto, it's Vladdy, it's whatever. But
it seems like though Vladdy, they're working on the extension. I think they keep him just because they have a tough time getting any free agents. So if you have somebody like that in the building, you got to keep him.
But I mean, you think Vladdy doesn't know that he's going in there? He's like, we have a tough time getting free agents. Why am I the guy that's going to stay here? You know?
Yeah, but I think they'll go above and beyond because otherwise, what are they going to do?
I mean, they're itching to spend money.
Yeah,
it's like they're in on Burns, they're in on Bregman, they're in on everybody. I mean, they were in on Soto, which is like, sure, you're in on Soto.
Yeah.
Sure,
everyone was in on Soto. You know, exactly.
I mention this all the time. They're just at a disadvantage because there's players, obviously, probably a lot of them that are like, I don't want to live outside the U.S.
Yeah,
and like you hear the horror stories about you're getting home at 2 a.m. from a series in L.A. and it's like we're going through customs. And it's all this shit. It's like it's bullshit.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine trying to do that.
I mean, like I get it if you start there and you play that you're doing the Vladdy thing, right?
Yeah,
you sign there as IFA from the Dominican. It's like you know what you're getting yourself into.
Right.
You're doing it in Florida. You're doing the whole fucking thing.
Dunedin.
Yeah. Sorry. Am I?
No, it's tough.
Okay, so let's talk Mets.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I guess, we talked about it before the show. I mean, past the Soto deal, listen, I'm all for Soto. I mean, I've been clamoring for a great outfielder for the past few years for the Mets because we know they just were not getting the job done. I mean, Bader, Marte, stop it, dude. I mean, Nimmo has come leaps and bounds from his first time starting as an outfielder, but again, like we have no one has a great arm in our outfield.
Tyrone in center isn't
it's not going to work, dude. No way. So that was the bet that they went on, but again, I mean, there's still so much to work on. Pitching staff was for me the biggest problem. I think coming into the offseason, they really, I don't think have made that much of a better addition.
And we've been talking about it since it happened. I don't understand their thought with Clay Holmes as a starter. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense.
If you're going to do the Jordan Hicks thing, like I get it. I mean, I was 17, but I lived through the fucking Daniel Bard Red Sox thing. Like it didn't work, and we ruined
Bond as well.
We ruined our setup guy. Yeah. And it took him 10 years to get back in the league. Like it's not an auto thing that your stuff works as a starter and then you start. Like it's a different mindset. It's a whole different game. So like, I get the shot, but if the shot is your 2.
Yeah, like oh my god, dude!
It's fun as a 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
you take a flyer
really
on
fun as a 4 or a 5.
And then you couple that with your number 1 was not healthy last year. You don't know what he's going to be.
They're, like every pitcher's a big question.
Frankie Montas had a 5 ERA last year.
Give me a fucking break, dude.
If you go into the year with a 360 payroll and your least questionable starter is David Peterson,
I know it's not good. It's not good at all,
it's
dude.
Not great.
And it's like
McGill is the guy you're counting.
Oh, I can't.
Like, what are we doing?
I can't. Exactly.
Like
dude.
he's great in Syracuse. But
exactly. When it comes up, he's horrible,
I think he should be a reliever. I think they should be able to tweak him to be a high leverage reliever.
As a 2-inning leverage guy, that's a real deal.
Yeah. Well, because not further, they did that with Peterson. Like they put him in the pen for a while and then brought him back out as a starter.
Because Peterson was sitting 6'7", you see Harris, Acuna, Riley coming up, and it's like Peterson eats that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's lunch. But you walk in first inning. Peterson is, he's good, but I don't know if he's that guy.
He's not that guy.
No.
And he's not consistently that guy anyway.
Yeah.
And like we were saying, it's every pitcher in the rotation, dude. Like Senga, who's supposed to be your ace, I just haven't seen enough from him. The injury. And like, again, like even in the playoffs, you try to do the whole like Peterson, like, he comes in for one inning, Peterson finishes up. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, dude. And, you never know what's going to happen tonight. I mean, they haven't even re-signed, by the way.
And also, like, you could make the argument the second-round pick and you sign Flaherty. Might be a better deal than bringing back Manaea.
We've mentioned Walker Buehler as well. I mean, they both have injury
I want him on the Sox, man. Like he's a guy that the Dodgers are the right staff. No one's gonna argue that somebody's gonna do better with him than the Dodgers do. But like, you watch that guy in the playoffs. He takes the ball in the ninth. Like that's It's like we've gotten away from this level of baseball player where it's like a gamer who wants the ball, ninth inning, World Series, 2 outs. Like we go to this analytical route, but we leave the world of the David Ortizes and the David Wrights, where it's like these are the guys that want the bat in their hands with 2 guys on,
Right.
1 out, bottom 9, World Series. Like, he's a guy that I feel like has that in him, whether it's at Vanderbilt or whatever it is, where it's like he wants the ball when nobody else wants the ball.
I mean, he literally just did that in the World Series. Like, give me the ball. Like, I'm healthy. I know I can throw good pitches. Like,
I'm healthy enough.
and
I know exactly what it takes, and I want the ball, and I'm going to go win this game for us.
Yeah.
Like, that's a guy I want on my baseball team.
Exactly, dude. And it's interesting because he has struggled with injury so much.
Like,
but it's
heavily
like,
with injury.
so is every other Dodgers pitcher. So I'd be
Yeah.
interested to see if he's on a different organization, if maybe he ends up staying healthy or what, because
Well,
you know he'll be dominant.
And you wonder too, is he going to settle for 1 year or is he going to push multi-year?
He's gonna
Because, I mean,
would think
dude,
he
Matt
pushes.
Boyd's getting 2 for 29.
Yeah.
Like, if Alex Cobb is getting 15 a year.
Right? Uvalde's
Like,
getting
Walker's-
re-signed. Like,
Walker,
He's going to get
Uvalde's
$80
getting
million
3 for
probably.
75, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Walker's not saying 2 for 24. Like,
No.
he's not doing that shit.
Yeah,
Absolutely
probably 4 for 80
Yeah.
is what I would think.
and I would imagine the Dodgers could like make those offers too. So
Yeah.
if you're shopping him somewhere else, you're gonna have to make a little bit more of an
It's like
offer.
whatever Walker's number is going to surprise people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whenever the pass and tweet comes, that's
Yeah.
3 for whatever.
Yeah.
It's going to surprise people. But like, what he is at his ceiling, it's why Clay Holmes gets 3 for 38.
Yeah, exactly.
Because on the off chance
Yeah.
that he's not the setup man for New York and he's a 3,
Yeah.
3
great.
for 38 is paying nothing.
Yeah.
It's why the Sox look at Patrick Sandoval and say 2 for 18, sign me up, even if he's not going to pitch till September.
Yeah.
Because next year he's at 12 and a half, and it's like, if you're going to start her for 12 and a half, you're
Steal.
hitting
Yeah.
the lottery.
Yeah.
No, it seems like it's a common philosophy, and the Yankees do it on their end a lot with the bullpen,
Yeah.
where if you feel good about your pitching coaches, your pitching coach specifically, turning guys around, you like to take chances like
Yeah.
that because you feel like you can get value there.
It's the Weaver model.
Yeah,
it's the
yeah,
Weaver
exactly.
model, where
Yeah.
he's a failed starter in Cincy, and now he's going 2 innings in the fucking World Series.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah.
And even to go deeper with the Yankees too. I mean, a lot of people complain about the Fried deal. I kind of like it, dude.
Yeah.
Because I mean, especially as a Met fan, I've watched him torment the Mets
Right.
for years, dude. He's a great fucking pitcher.
And
Yeah,
we don't
absolute
need
gamer.
8 years of an all-star pitcher. Just 4
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
amazing because
Yeah.
we're looking to win right now. We're not worried about what he's going to do 8 years down the line.
Well,
So,
and the Yankees are in such. I mean, I'm a Sox fan, so I don't want the Yankees to win, but like I love ball, so I'd love to see them figure it out.
yeah.
Because it's like you look down a roster. I mean, even before, because the Fried deal was obviously before the Williams, the Bellinger, the Goldschmidt, like before they make all these short-term buys. And it's like you look at a deal and it's like, you know, you have a roster with Stanton. I mean, who knows what LeMahieu's going to be, but you have all these guys that are right at the end of this peak.
Yeah.
And if you say to somebody, it's like the 8 for 218 is a bad number, it's like we have all these guys that are right at the end of this peak, and we have to capitalize on this. They pay $180 million for this year of max.
Right.
They don't give a fuck
Right.
what happens in 6 years.
Well,
Like,
and though the thing is, they actually have more of an eye towards the future than people think. I think they showed it yesterday. It's like the 6th oldest team in the league, and because you only have 3 starters who are over 30 years old, and you're working on developing Wells, Volpe, Dominguez. Those guys can be on the team for a long time. So they actually are younger than people think. Everybody thinks about Stanton, Judge, and obviously now Goldschmidt being older players. So it's nice they kind of have a mix of young and veteran.
Yeah, dude. I mean, again, in terms of like the Yankees figuring it out, I mean, not for nothing. Like after losing Soto, I think they pivoted in the best way possible.
it's a put the foot on the gas kind of pivot.
You
Like,
have to.
because
Yeah.
you know, I mean, the Sox were in the Soto shit. Like
Right.
I never really.
He just probably used them for leverage, I would
Yeah,
think.
that's the thing. It's like whenever Heyman tweets that the Sox are in something, I'm like, okay, so we're not really in something.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's like if I walked into this offseason being like, we're an 82 win team with the top 5 farm system in baseball. If I walk out of this with 2 starters, a right-handed bat, and a reliever,
Yeah.
I don't need Soto. Like
Right.
you know, there's a better chance than not that, you know, Roman Anthony is the next 25-year-old guy that's getting a fucking crazy deal.
Right.
Because he's 20 years old doing shit nobody's ever done in AAA.
Mhm.
And so, like, you know, you walk into a deal like that, and it's like you're excited you're in it,
Yeah.
but it's, you know, you're not disappointed you're out of it.
Right. Exactly.
So it's like,
And not for nothing, I mean, the Yankees have a roster that will make the playoffs, and if Judge puts good numbers up in the
If
playoffs.
Judge
Like,
isn't Reggie Sanders in the playoffs, striking out 34%.
Yeah,
of the time
exactly.
with a
And
196.
I think history would say somebody to his caliber, A-Rod went through it.
Oh,
They're gonna have a big postseason,
Right.
more than
Eventually,
likely.
yeah.
You can make the jokes all you want that like he's this guy, he's that guy, but like, look, I mean, a guy of that talent doesn't disappear like that forever.
Yeah.
You don't just forget that. You don't forget how to
Exactly.
hit a baseball. Like
exactly.
So it's like at some point he's in his head. He's he needs.
But I will
to
say,
figure
I
it
mean, I
out,
would imagine
but-
he knows that. Like
Oh my
especially now with Soto gone, he knows he's gonna have to be the guy in the playoffs.
And I think it was like a traumatic experience, the collapse in Game 5. So I almost think, listen, obviously I didn't want to see it at all. It was terrible. But it might be something that really motivates and that you remember and that finally takes you that next level, not wanting to feel that feeling again.
So you're a Yankee guy.
Oh, yeah, huge.
Okay. All right. So my thing here's my thing. So you and I, I kind of always felt like Soto was a Met. Because the whole beat the best offer thing was always looming over us.
Yeah.
It's like I can make the Ortiz Dominican star in Boston thing.
Right.
The monster, the face of the franchise. You got Frankie and you got Judge. It's like Devers will cede that handle to Soto in seconds.
Right.
Right. So you could make the off-paper argument of Soto to the Sox, but I always had that thought in my head where it's like Steve's just gonna beat it, and there's only so much we can do.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was the only thing. I thought he took some value in, I can be protected in the lineup or have someone hitting behind me, like Judge. I thought that was important, but now, just reflecting back, it was I think also he kind of wants to be the guy. And I know Lindor's there, but he's considered a better player. And he wasn't going to take $1 less. That was just set in his mind. So I think those were the things that played into it. And I just thought he would hold more value in the Yankee aura, which he didn't. So, I mean, that's just kind of what happened.
I mean, maybe he wanted a goatee. Who knows? But I think at the end of the day, it's you saw that. We both saw that. The Mets got Soto, and they signed 20 minor league free agents since then, but they haven't done shit really outside of it, right? They've taken high ceiling flyers for the 2 spot of that rotation.
Right.
And I mean, I love Kodai Senga. I think he's a great pitcher. Am I super happy going into a year with him as my 1?
No, I'm not.
I'm not thrilled about it. If he's my 2, I think I have a shot to have the best rotation in baseball.
I mean, the only thing that I kind of look back on as almost okay, this could still work out in terms of the Mets rotation is the fact that last year I was in the same position where I was this Quintana guy, Severino's a question mark, Manae's a question mark, and every single pitcher stepped up.
Yeah. That's the David Stearns experience.
Exactly.
Yeah, he doesn't want to give long-term deals.
Yeah.
That's what the Sox are in this mold with Breslow right now, and the Mets are in this mold with Stearns right now, where we have to adjust our line of thinking.
Right.
Where the Sox are coming off of a year where we had Tanner Houck go from a 5.5 ERA pitcher to an all-star.
Yeah, wild.
We're Tanner Houck's starting. We're good tonight. We're getting 6.5. We're getting 6 2/3. We're getting 7 from this fucking guy. This is a guy that we were in the offseason. We were this guy's a 7th inning guy. Maybe if we're lucky, he's 7th, 8th. He's Whitlock if we're lucky.
Yeah.
And you got Bayo, who's when he's good, he's unhittable. When he's bad, he's awful.
And he's awful a lot, I feel.
Yeah, ERA was over 5 last year?
I think he was a 4.5 guy because it dropped, but halfway through the year, he was a 5.05 guy.
Yeah.
And
there was a lot coming into the year with him.
The extension that they didn't need to give him.
Working with Pedro Martinez in the offseason.
They throw the fucking Pedro name around. And
It's
Pedro is the best pitcher I've ever watched, and a lot of people have ever watched. That guy was in the steroid era throwing 0.8 threes for half the season. I don't want to compare anybody to Pedro. I'm fine comparing Soto to Ortiz. That's fine, whatever. We're not comparing Bayo to fucking Pedro.
Right, no, that's ridiculous.
But if he's a 4, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. Crawford, if the guy didn't, I watch a Cutter Crawford start, and he has 9 strikeouts and 6 great innings, and 4 pitches go over the monster.
Yeah. It's always those
and
couple
I'm
of mistakes.
what are we doing? He makes 4 mistakes a game. Rodon makes 4 mistakes a game. Severino makes 4 mistakes a game. And they're, oh, no, it's a double in the gap, and he figures it out.
Yeah.
Cutter's mistakes, there's no coming back.
The long ball. Yeah, it's tough.
I mean, like, he's a guy where it's like, I want so badly to see him be the guy.
Yeah.
Because when he's had games against the Yankees last year where he's
he was pitching well. Yeah.
I mean, is next year going to be his 3rd full year?
So
no, it's going to be his
4th.
Yes.
4th. So I think next year's his first ARB year.
Oh my gosh!
Free agent 229.
Oh, Jesus, Cooksy, baby.
Cook's wide open on the field. By the way, Bucks went for it on 4th and 3. Sterling Shepard drops an easy pass right through his hands. Turn the ball over. Dallas now.
Big play to Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, big play to Brandon Cooks.
Patriots legend Brandon Cooks, I want to say.
I'm assuming you're a Pats fan, right? Yeah, it's a good assumption.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to grow up in New England and not be a Pats.
It's crazy how many teams this guy's played on, and he produces for everyone when he gets the ball. Cowboys haven't been really throwing him the ball.
I mean, just wide open Cooper Rush.
He was a guy at Oregon State.
Yeah,
he went first round,
pick.
like 20th overall, whatever. Like, that's a guy at Oregon State. It's like, this is going to be a 1, but his whole career he's been a 2.
Yeah.
He's always the deep threat guy for guys who have their 1. It was Gronk for us. It was, MT for the Saints, whatever it is. But he's so good as that number 2. But
he is. He is.
That's why he's stuck around in the league for that. I mean, that's why he's here with seeding. But yeah, I mean, I think, look, I go back to it. It's like I was alive in 2016 for the Red Sox when we signed Price to the biggest starting pitcher deal ever. We made a trade for a lefty starting pitcher for the White Sox. And we went out and we got Jaden Martinez to play DH, and then we had Mookie and Devers and Bogarts come up to the farm, and it's like, I get the hate on John Henry that we're not spending money like we should be, and that I mean, you see these charts come out where it's like revenue earned and revenue spent. It's like we're with the fucking Rays. Like, what are we doing?
And I feel like walking away with David Price gone and Mookie Betts gone. I thought that was crazy.
Also, to get nothing.
Out of that, dude.
I will stand by until the day that I die that value-wise, that was not a bad deal. The thing that we fucked up, one, is trading a guy like Mookie Betts, which a team with money should never do.
Yeah.
That's something the Reds are going to do with Ellie De La Cruz.
Wow, didn't it look like
Turpin?
he pushed off there?
Oh, no.
It is a touchdown, but it seemed like he pushed off.
South Alabama?
Jalen Tolbert.
Anyone?
All right.
5 minutes on Jalen Tolbert. Anyone?
Do we want to talk a little South Alabama Jaguars with a little Jalen Tolbert?
Tony has this thing with college sports.
Yeah, I don't do college sports really.
So I have this unique sports autism I've been diagnosed with. So anybody that's been on a roster as a quarterback in the last 10 years, I can tell you where they went to college.
Okay.
And if we want to do good podcast talk and throw shit at me for 2 minutes, feel free. But
Cooper Rush,
Central Michigan Chippewas, I think.
Wow,
is that factual? That
I will cross reference because I honestly didn't know myself.
Feel free.
He went to Central Michigan.
There we go.
Chippewas,
there we go.
Yes, the Chippewas, dude.
Yeah, I mean, we can go.
Tim Boyle.
Oh, that's good. He's UConn.
Yeah.
Husky. We're in Connecticut.
Classic.
So.
Yeah. No, that's what kind of.
It's like him or Orlovsky that we're gonna go UConn.
Zach Wilson.
I mean, come on. What are we? You can't. You're gonna give me the number 2 overall pick in the fucking draft. What are we doing here, babe? Come on. Give me something that I gotta think a little bit.
I'm just trying to think of like something like creative, like you know what I mean. Like
you know where Brock Purdy went?
I do know where Brock Purdy went.
Where'd he go?
Do I have to say if like a starting NFL quarterback's college, the Cyclones?
Yeah.
Do I have to? Do I have to say play with Breece Hall? Like, what's the plan?
Where'd Brissett go?
NC State quarterback factory.
Mason Rudolph.
Oklahoma State. Go Cowboys. He was backed up Zach Robinson, one of the best college quarterbacks I've seen.
Will Levis,
the OC of the Rams.
He's a no.
Yeah.
Will Levis.
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Andy Dalton.
You guys give me. I spent a year at TCU, so I
know
where
okay.
You guys can't give me starters. I need you guys to go to ESPN.com.
Tyrod Taylor.
Virginia Tech. I need you guys to go to ESPN.com fantasy, sort by quarterbacks, and just rip me. Because baseball is my sport, but this is my party trick. Is the college quarterbacks.
Does that work out for you at parties? Does it work out pretty well at parties?
It's not great.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yes, sir, dude.
Thank you.
I'm trying to
Jake
think of someone who's
Haener.
not.
Jake Haener's Fresno State, baby.
Wow. There we go. I had no idea about that
Yeah,
one.
Saints guy. I liked him. He was really good in the Senior Bowl.
Nick Mullins.
Southern Miss, same school as Brett Favre.
Brett Favre, Mississippi boy. That's right.
Yep. Yeah, he embezzled the shit out of that.
That's
school.
about he did embezzle the shit out of that school.
Oh man.
I mean, dude, in terms of backups, I mean, I don't even Drew Lock.
Missouri. Come on. Big cock Drew Lock. The Pro Tank Giants QB.
Carter Bradley.
Who the fuck is Carter?
That's what I mean. Like, are we talking like
Carter Bradley. Is he a rookie this year?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I got a girlfriend and a dog. It's a whole thing.
see, that's where you start to drop off.
That's a drop off.
Probably.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep, there we go.
girlfriend,
There
all
we
of a
go.
sudden-
Look, guys, I'm 25, but I might as well be 41. Like, what do we do? I got a daughter. She's a dog. She's hairy, but whatever. But like, Carter Bradley. What pro team?
The Raiders.
Raiders. Yeah, that didn't help me. Oh, it's Gus Bradley's kid. Fuck. Florida something. Florida International.
No, South Alabama.
He's just fucking Jag, man. That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm slipping.
That was the one.
Brutal.
Yep.
Brutal
We
world.
knew it was somewhere down there.
Yeah, dude, you gotta get as close to the number as you can. You'll find me. It's brutal. If you said anybody from 2019 when I was single, just watching ball, oh man. Free game.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I
dude.
thought you would have one that you could stop, but I guess
What, more backup quarterbacks? I mean, I don't even know so many backup quarterbacks.
What are you a Giants guy or?
I'm a Jets fan. We're all Jets fans.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
So you're
yeah.
like a Hackenberg, Penn State, Bryce Petty, Baylor, that kind of stuff.
I'm gonna just go one more. I think you're gonna get it, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Easton Stick.
Oh, dude, come on. The Bison? Are you kidding
No,
me?
I'm a Bison guy. Honestly.
You're not giving me Carson Wentz.
Did the
Trey
Bison
Lance?
win yesterday? By the way,
No, they didn't.
no.
Yeah, they
Oh,
lost.
that's
Dude,
tough.
so Lafayette. So we're all Lafayette guys. All these guys are on the bar here.
Got to get them to sub.
Yeah, well, I'll get on there. I have like this dumb brain where I can only listen to podcasts and audiobooks. I can't do music.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah,
We're a podcast.
Yeah, we
you guys
have.
are.
Yeah, we're a
Well,
podcast.
I thought we were just yucking it up over here.
Yeah.
You guys are
Yeah.
recording this?
These are all props, actually.
No way,
yeah,
no
nothing.
way. Is this guy looking? Dude, so so these are all Lafayette. So Lafayette is like a historically awful football bar.
Okay.
Like awful. Like we have,
Reminds me of Sacred Heart.
right.
Honestly.
We have, so I played football in high school, and I was like, I had always been like, I'm just going to do this for fun. I'm not trying to, like, I didn't want to play college ball. Like, I didn't want to do any of that shit. And so I get to Lafayette, and I went to TCU for a year, and I get to Lafayette my sophomore year. And I'm like slinging the ball around with guys, just hanging out, quad, whatever. And I'm like ripping the ball around.
Oh, yeah. They're like, oh, you should try out. Yeah, classic.
I'm like, there's no way we're bad enough for my 5'11" piece of shit quarterback ass to go try out for this team. And I go to week 1. Is this for me? All right, cool. Thanks, guys. Love you guys. And so I'm like, we're a bad program.
Uh-huh.
And so it's actually Jason Garrett's brother that's coaching our team.
No kidding.
And we're like, if we're winless, it's not disappointing. It's like if we're 2 wins, it's like a fucking throw a party.
Yeah.
Like we're partying, whole thing. My senior year, we start getting transfers from Texas, from Mississippi, JUCO kids. We start slinging the ball around the yard. Like we get a good 5-6 cheers.
That was close.
Digger bomb?
Get rid of that. We get a good kid, 5'6" running back from Texas, Jamar Curtis. Really good ball player. His sophomore year, he goes, Lehigh's our big rival.
Wait, so at this point, are you playing on the team?
No. I'm just watching ball.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't think they had tryouts, but like whatever. And so this kid's a stud. Like legit, like 5'6", Maurice Jones-Drew level, bounces off tackles. Like I think he's transferring this year because this was 2 years ago. I think he's transferring this year, and he's getting like real Big Ten looks, like Rutgers, Illinois, like those kind of looks, like bottom half Big Ten. Good running back. And so he goes, first time I watch him, he goes like 15 carries, 220, 3 touchdowns. I'm like, okay, so you're at a different level than these guys. Like these guys are all like really good Jersey high school kids.
Okay.
Which is good ball.
He's from Jersey?
He wasn't from Jersey.
Oh, okay.
A lot of the guys, and the other team was from Jersey.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so it's good, like Jersey high school football. Because Jersey's good high school ball.
Yeah, of course, dude. Bergen Catholic, Don Bosco prep.
Good ball.
I grew up on Staten Island, so I know. Yeah.
So my whole family's from North Jersey.
Okay, cool.
I grew up in Boston, but it's way better ball than Boston. So this kid, like, long and short of it is, this kid comes into a shitty football program, and he runs his ass off his sophomore year. We fire Garrett's brother.
Hilarious.
Bring in so funny.
Yeah.
Like so you're getting you're getting canned from a Patriot League football team, and your brother's fucking doing Sunday night on NBC.
Yeah,
like,
wild, dude.
And so he's clapping his ass off. And so we bring this new guy in, bring a new quarterback in, and we're in the FCS playoffs.
Wow.
Like out of nowhere. I mean, we were so bad that I love ball and I didn't know. Like I had no idea we were in the FCS playoffs. And we're playing Delaware round 1. What great quarterback's alma mater.
Flacco.
Thank you. And so we're playing Delaware round 1.
No, he knows. He knows.
It's like, if it's a starter, he'll throw it out. If it's a backup, he's asking me fucking Andy Dalton. But so we're playing Delaware round 1, and Delaware's a D1 program playing in D3, whatever. They're playing an FC. They're an FBS program playing an FCS, and so they rinse our shit. Like we're out of there in one game. But I'm like, the FCS playoffs are perfect. It's a 16-team bracket. Every conference gets an auto bid, but it's not reseeded.
Right. Okay.
So it's like a Clemson
every year.
thing.
It's the same.
It's like a Clemson thing where Clemson's the worst team in the playoff, and they're 12. In FCS, it's like 16, 15, 14 would be Clemson, Arizona State, Boise State. There's no like jump up to 3 and get the bye. Because look, like Notre Dame is going to play Indiana. They're going to play Boise State.
Right.
They're going to they're just going to waltz into the semis. Like that's the thing. So
that's why I can't follow college football.
No, the next round's going to be good though because you got Georgia and Notre Dame.
It's going to be good ball.
Yeah.
Like, but that's the thing is
Ohio State, Oregon rematch. That'll be a good one.
Game. It's going to be a game. It's Texas and what? It's
Arizona State, I think.
Is it Arizona? Yeah, it's 5-4.
Yeah.
And then it's what? 6 is Penn State. They're playing Boise.
Yeah. Which actually might
not going to be a bad game.
Yeah.
It's not going to be bad.
On the blue turf, right, Tony?
No, that's not neutral.
Oh, right. I forgot
they're
about
playing,
that. Right.
Yeah.
I don't
Cotton
know
Bowl, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
It's something like that. Dude, the blue turf would be fucking detrimental. Like I don't think I could play on.
Dude, I could imagine being like walking on it for the first time and just like, what the fuck am I
little
looking at?
Eastern Washington red turf.
Like,
I mean, it's crazy.
My God, dude,
crazy.
I couldn't imagine. I can't believe that's allowed, to be honest.
I know.
Like,
It's dude.
It's at the Cardinal Stadium.
Okay, so
cool.
it's
like Fiesta Bowl.
Fiesta Bowl. Yeah.
Ah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, dude. I think it's one of those things where like we're gonna look back in 10 years on the whole reseeding thing. And that the number 2 team and the number 3 team in the country was the 5 seed, and the number 11 team in the country was the 3 seed.
Yeah,
we were just talking about this last week. Yeah, it's
completely scrap it. I think that's evident.
Dude,
literally.
The 12 is so good. It being 12 teams is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like I'm watching the Ohio State Michigan game. I'm like, sure, Ohio State loses, they're not going to be out of the playoff.
Right.
But they're going to have to run through Tennessee and Oregon instead of running through Clemson and Arizona
SMU
State.
or something.
That's like, I think it just makes so many more games interesting.
Yeah.
To the point where it's like, I feel like college football is the only sport that's not like aggressively working against themselves. Like the NFL is like, they're trying so hard to be parity and all this shit. And it's like, I just want to see good quarterbacks and good teams play football.
Right.
Like everyone complains about Mahomes. It's like Mahomes, if you know ball, if you watch football, Mahomes knows how to win a football game.
Yeah.
Like he does the shit that Brady used to do. He does the shit that, fucking hate him, but the shit that Manning used to do, where it's like you get to the wire and it's like nobody cares what your stats are before the game-winning drive in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
Right.
And he just does it time and time.
I mean, literally
And he
every
had-
game this season, he's done that.
He's- it's almost like he has like an Adam Sandler in Click, where it's
Yeah.
like pause the time. What's the right throw? What's the right choice? What defense are they in? I'm gonna make the throw. I'm gonna make the choice.
Yeah, literally. It's every time.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's
We
like
were just talking about it between him and Andy Reid. I mean,
Yeah,
their
Andy
connection,
Reid, oh my
their
God.
understanding of the game. It is literally the perfect storm for any coach quarterback duo I've seen. Like, it's ridiculous.
It's what everybody thinks Brady and Belichick had.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
Belichick was never that guy. He was never the offensive guy. I mean, look, I grew up with this Patriots dynasty. My whole thing, the whole boat. I'm a Brady guy. Like in the whole Brady Belichick thing, I'm a Brady guy. Because I look at it, we always have this discussion of the Joe Judge, the Charlie Weiss, the Josh McDaniels, everybody when they leave the Patriots and become a head coach. What are they? Everybody sucks. Nobody figures it out. McDaniels, it's like, what is it? Mangini, like everybody leaves and they're worse. My thing is, I've never understood why we give Bill. Look, Bill brought me a lot of happiness. Why we give Bill Belichick this free pass for the 4 years after Brady left.
I talk about it all the time. I
Yeah.
talk about it all the time. Just the fact too that he was selfish because he was so set on proving that he didn't need Brady. I talk about it all the time.
And it was like what you were saying too. He just gets too cute with like the draft picks.
Yes.
Like
And anybody has
signings,
an ego.
dude.
Oh no! I want someone less talented because they're gonna shut up.
Bill Belichick drafted more NFL head coaches than 1,000-yard receivers.
That's wild.
In 20 years.
And
it's Kevin O'Connell, Gerard Mayo, and Mike Vrabel. And it's Julian Edelman's Rob Gronkowski. It's like that is not how you run a program.
I know it's wild. You see his first recruit for Carolina.
Oh my God! It's a Holy Cross Center.
Yeah, Holy Cross
It's a
Center.
kid that I would have beers with in high school.
Hilarious, dude. Yeah, it's like wow.
I am not supposed to have beers with a guy that Bill Belichick is going to coach.
Yeah,
That's not how the world.
so
works.
funny.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he'll do fine in college, dude.
No, I think because North Carolina, it's not a high pressure job.
Yeah,
There's going to be
yeah.
expectations now.
I mean,
but he'll really elevate the program.
And if I'm on that
where they
roster,
would've
I'm
been.
fucking jacked.
Yeah.
Like, are you
It's
kidding
also,
me?
I mean, you look at it and it's like you look at these programs like Oregon, Georgia, and you get guys that want to be good at football.
Right.
And they will neglect everything else to be good at football. The guys at USC, I don't believe they want to be good at football. Bear Alexander on his fourth school, I don't believe he wants to be good at football.
Right. Yeah.
Like if you're a 20-year-old kid, 19-year-old kid, and you say I want to go play for Bill Belichick, I believe you want to be good at football.
Oh, yeah,
I believe you want to learn.
Or get
I
better.
believe you want to bust your
exactly,
ass.
Exactly.
I believe you're okay with the wind sprints at the end of practice.
Right.
You're okay with the extra hour of film.
Yeah. Especially now, I mean, with the NIL deals, transfer portal.
Go
I mean,
wherever you want.
It's kind of
we got Army kids going to Arizona State.
Yeah, which is wild.
It's it's two sides of American culture.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It's push-ups at 5 a.m. and it's beers at 5 a.m. It's
Yeah.
And one of them hasn't gone to sleep yet. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, dude,
I mean,
it really
it's
is. It's wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It is.
College football, dude.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. It's up and coming. It's up and coming.
I don't know, man.
I feel like I'm going to try to sum them on, before we wrap up, get a couple more to see if I can sum
Oh, yeah, a
because
few more?
We had some comments.
Let's see.
So,
Come on.
I mean, we can run through all of these if we
Go ahead,
want.
go ahead.
But I had, okay, so one of them was Matt Flynn.
Matt Flynn that's a little old. It's a little old, but let me see.
You said past decade.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he won the Seahawks job in like 13. We won it with the year they drafted Russ.
Yeah.
Matt Flynn. Oh man. Thing is, dude, the craziest part about Matt Flynn is I've been stumped on Matt Flynn before.
Wow.
I know.
So you should know it.
I should have learned. So, like, here's my thing with Matt Flynn. He screams USC.
Interesting.
He screams Southern Cal. He's not Southern Cal, but he screams Southern Cal.
Get some crickets right now, dude.
Yeah, we're getting crickets.
We do have some crickets. Give me Nebraska as well.
Incorrect. LSU won the split national
Really?
title with USC back in 03, I think, or something. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's why he's in my head as a USC guy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then we had Keaton Slovis.
Well, so he was USC. He was a stud there, and then he transferred to Pitt.
Right.
Yeah.
Keaton Slovis.
I liked him. I always liked him.
Shout out Josh B.
Yes, Josh B. By the way,
in the comments.
Josh B with
Yeah,
that?
we got some comments in here.
B, I appreciate you doing a transfer quarterback.
Jacob Sermon.
Jacob? Who the fuck is Jacob Sermon?
I actually don't even
There's
know.
no way that guy was on an NFL roster.
No, he was.
I mean, I trust Josh B.
Josh B knows.
Josh B does know.
Josh B sounds like he knows ball or he has a good Google machine.
Maybe both.
Maybe both. Yeah. I don't know how to say his
Jacob
name.
Sermon, dude.
Josh. I thought. Oh no, Jacob.
And he played at actually 3 different universities, but we'll go, I guess, with his last college he was at.
Jacobs? Did he play
What the
snaps
hell,
in his
Josh?
last school?
Yeah.
What NFL team was he on?
I think he's a free agent right now because he graduated last year.
Okay, so is this
Signed by the Browns and then waived.
This is an undrafted guy in the 2024 draft. This guy, Josh B, is an asshole.
Yeah, he is. He's a big asshole.
I like it. I mean, dude, I have no fucking idea. I've never heard the name Jacob Sermon. I swear to God, I've never heard that name in my whole life.
Northern Colorado.
Oh
That's
my gosh,
crazy.
dude.
That's crazy. Where else did he play?
He played at Washington. He started at Washington.
Washington, dude.
And then he went to Central Michigan.
Okay, so he was a Chippewa, then he was a Penix backup.
The last one here, Drew Plitt.
Josh B again.
Come
on with this.
This Josh B guy.
All right, so he
Josh B,
currently.
put your address in the chat. I'm gonna
He's
find
also a free agent.
He's a Jersey guy.
Josh B's a Jersey guy.
I have a 1 in 2 shot of guessing his high school if he's a Jersey guy. Is he a DB guy or what?
Drew Pitt. Let's see where he's from. Ohio.
No, it's Plitt.
Oh, Drew Plitt. Oh yeah, sorry, Drew Plitt. Yeah, I got him. College career redshirted as a true freshman season at. Not gonna say it. He mostly served as a backup following 2 seasons. Passed for 2,900 yards, 34 touchdowns, 7 receptions in his redshirt junior. COVID-19 shortened season.
Is it Power 5?
No.
Okay, great, awesome. That's great.
Who was he? He was drafted by the Bengals. Oh, went unselected in the 2022 NFL draft.
Nice. This guy Josh B's an ass.
He was a tryout player for several teams, including the Bengals.
Josh.
This guy Josh B is giving me accountants. He's asking me to guess the college that different Deloitte.
He was in the
accountants went to.
preseason opener against the Cardinals as
He's
a
laughing
Bengal.
right now.
Drew Plitt.
Drew Plitt, dude.
Give me.
Played in the USL.
Hold on.
You know what? We are expanding your knowledge for the future, future parties.
This is
You gotta
good.
tell your girl when you go back
This is
home.
good. Yeah. She's gonna be like, "Yo,
Yeah.
did you guess any Group 5 guys?" I'll be like, "No."
Yeah.
It's like, "No, I only got FCS guys. Easton Stick, that's my guy." Give me.
I'll give you a random hint.
Okay.
Josh B saying you said it's your party trick.
Hoke once was the head coach of this university.
Ooh. Okay. So it's not Michigan because I would know. I feel like I would know if it was Michigan.
So it's basically where he was before Michigan as Bucky Irving in for the score, 10-6, extra point.
Pending, Brian. Finally, the Bucks are able to score here at the start of the second quarter. Oh, wow, midway through it.
Baker
watching that Jets Rams game, the extra point
Oh,
is absolutely pending.
Gotta be careful with those. Gotta be careful.
But Oregon legend Bucky Irving. Hold on, I'm thinking. Just let me think. I'm gonna
Tony?
talk.
Go on.
Okay.
I mean, I have it in front of me. You know, obviously, I didn't know. Obviously, come on.
Brady Hoke.
I do know the college though.
5 Brady Hoke. Give me.
Extra point is good.
It's good for him. Give me Colorado State.
Negative.
Ball State.
Fuck.
And actually, a bonus one. This is the last
Last
one.
one.
Literally the last
Okay,
one.
it's not even the last
I
one.
thought about it because the Cowboys are playing. Stephen McGee,
Oh, Arkansas.
Texas A&M.
No way.
Oh, on the way out.
I think anyway. I mean,
No, you're right. I'm getting mixed up with
Michael, give me
I'm
something
getting
here.
him mixed up with Jerry's kid, that Stephen Jones. that played
Yes,
at
yes,
Arkansas.
yeah, because Jerry's in
well, no,
Arkansas.
it
I
says-
said word. Ain't never told no
2004
lie.
Texas A&M.
That's what I said. Yeah,
Oh,
Texas
you said Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I said Arkansas.
Arkansas. Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Stephen Jones is Arkansas.
I have to say, where you go to college, kind of Dave Rothenberg-esque.
Exactly.
Yes,
dude.
very much
Yeah,
so.
Very much so.
But yeah, that was fun.
It's a great bit,
Honestly,
dude.
man.
Of course.
Yeah, dude. Thanks so much
Yeah,
for joining
thanks
us,
for
man.
joining us,
Really
bro.
appreciate it.
Absolutely.
You
Bud.
guys could close it out with him.
Oh yeah, if you
Yeah,
want to.
yeah.
Brian, yeah, you can take it
But
away.
yeah,
dude.
then anytime too, man. You want to call in, comment when we're on, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m.
Once we got the headphones off, we'll talk about it. We'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah, absolutely.
I would love to wait out a Mets 2 starter and find my way back on. One of these days.
Yeah.
Maybe it might be 2028.
Oh
maybe
my God, yeah.
Maybe we
really.
look at a young, maybe we get a guy out of the Dominican, whatever it is, coming up through the
next best Japanese pitcher.
See what
Right,
happens.
right. We'll
But
see,
yeah, so thanks again. But thanks again to everybody who tuned in tonight and
Oh, yeah.
continues to comment, like, and subscribe. All the archives on the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay. Costume merch, downtowntv.com. Well, everybody to enjoy the rest of their evening, and we will see you
Mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do.